let's get going. Up in the top left, as with before, the phenomenal, the disgustingly handsome, the overwhelmingly well-researched Conure CC. Been killing it with the videos lately, Conure.
Thanks, man.
And
what's up, everybody?
Following to the right of that, we have the large-chested, the staring directly into the camera, asserting dominance overall, the my wife, Vermin hands, also known as Hyena. How the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm trying out more cam stuff to see how this works. I don't know if I like it, but that's how it is. Hello.
I think you're doing wonderfully. Following to the right of that, we have the extraordinarily talented, the currently not permanently banned from Twitch, and therefore better than me, the does content that I am jealous of every day. Pig Puncher. How the fuck you? Hit me up.
I'm doing pretty good. Respecting woman. Woke up, called my my girlfriend. She told me she hasn't cheated on me yet, so I'm pretty damn happy.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
That's a good day in my book.
To the right of that, the doing surprisingly well on Twitch lately, if metrics are to be believed. What was the average concurrent viewers you had for that last? I saw the screenshot.
I don't know, something like 500 or something like that.
That's some heavy ass shit. Nice. How you doing?
I'm a 50
all
viewer,
fabricated.
Andy.
I lied about it all.
50, 500. Hassan is a 5,000 viewer, Andy. Who cares? Listen, in cosmetological math, the zeros don't matter, okay? Only the gist. And finally, the woman, the myth, the legend, the person who started it all, what's the name of the thing from System Shock 2? The big bad. Really?
Shodan?
The computer god that resides within all of our machines, that derives us, that connects us, that allows all of this to happen. White Nervosa, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, buddy?
Actually, I feel like crap today, but I love Dungeons and Dragons, okay? This is medicine for me. Now, let me catch everyone up, including, I imagine, our players. In our first session, the 5 intrepid adventurers above me arrived at this town, the town of Mordhill, a town beset by a mysterious affliction which only seems to affect the town residents themselves. It's not just the residents either. Animals, wilt, the buildings themselves seem to be decaying. In the first session here, they, upon arriving at the town, made an acquaintance of several, perhaps neurodivergent characters. Everyone's losing their minds a little bit. Some of whom died shortly thereafter. The mystery thickens. In the session they just had, they met a rather salient and well put together dwarven man, a librarian by the name of Athelius, who is unfortunately now passed following a deadly confrontation with a mechanized man they found lurking in the basement of that library. Now, our 5 intrepid adventurers have what they went into that library to obtain: a key to the front door of the town of Mordhill's town hall, within which the mayor no doubt lurks, the one with the most information, the one with the key to answering the mysteries of this forsaken town. The party members have just taken a short rest. They have expended their hit dice to return to, I imagine, full health. That seems reasonable to me. And are currently residing in their respective rooms. There are no other people in the inn. People are dying very quickly. There's very little need for it. Plenty of empty houses. What would the 5 of you like to do next?
You have the option of either going to the mayor's office or going to the cathedral.
I reckon we go to the mayor's office.
I'm beelining to the cathedral. I'll see y'all.
If Hen is going with, then I'll go with her.
That seems like a pretty fair idea, if you ask me.
All right.
Yeah, let's do
So
that.
what's the verdict here?
It looks like we're going to the cathedral.
All right.
All right.
Off we go then.
With that, here, look, guys, look, I made the map so I can ping it this time. This is the inn that
Oh,
they're at.
shit.
See? Check it out. That's the inn they're at. That little rectangle right there. And this over here is the library. Beep. And the cathedral's right over here. See, look, I drew it. It looks like a ruined cathedral and everything. The five of you set out of the inn. The the inn's owner bids you a curt and rather tear-choked farewell, as he is still racked with grief following the death of his friend, Athelius. As you head down the literally like one town block. I mean, these are very minute. You're not getting your exercise today doing the walking, let me tell you. And once, as always, sort of breathe in the decrepit, rot air of this place. You quickly find yourself at the foot of the ruined cathedral, and I will describe it once more, for its majesty and fallen grace is one which can be appreciated only in two distinct descriptions. It used to be very big. See, normally the cathedral, well, for one, normally there aren't cathedrals for small mining towns at all. Normally there are just small chapels, and those chapels are usually in the town hall themselves or some adjacent building. Some local minister or priest ordains over it, but a cathedral with a deacon is very unusual for a place of this size. And, well, of course, it's ruins now, so that's fitting, I suppose. It's huge, and it's still beautiful. It hasn't fully collapsed in on itself. It must have once, at its height, been 30, 40 feet tall with a spire and a bell tower that reached even higher beyond that, perhaps 50 or 60, now lain collapsed, its height now horizontal. The cathedral is decrepit. It is unquestionably in a ruin. This is no worn building. This place looks like it could topple entirely at any moment. The tower is collapsed in, the northeastern segment of the building entirely. The archway through which the one would pass through grand wooden doors collapsed. The wooden door itself now rotted and worn, braced hard against the gray dirt beneath it. That said, it can be entered. The archway collapsed, and though its position precipitous, the brickwork and mortar has fallen in such a way that one could conceivably enter this place.
I was already basically like running there and grab, if I can, Y's arm and drag them through the entrance, if I can, if they won't contest it.
Aye, Hen, you're the smartest one here. You think it's safe to go in there?
I don't know if I'm the smartest, but I just have a feeling my people's places of worship were underground, so maybe there's more to this.
Aye, you'd be making sense. I'll follow you then.
Why, do you contest? Hen excitedly grabbing your arm.
No.
All right.
And I'll drag them through the entrance. Is it like, are like the walls torn down?
The walls have collapsed inward mostly. Some remained erect, some don't. This thing was quite tall, this cathedral, which means that the upper portion of the walls have mostly collapsed in. What used to be a ceiling 30 feet above the ground is now a dilapidated ruin of partially collapsed brickwork and segments of mortar about 10 or 12 feet off the ground, held together in suspension by a Jenga tower of bricks and pieces of rebar and structural fortification that have yet to collapse entirely. It is, as I said, quite precipitously organized at this point. As you move through the doorway, can you please?
Oh, yeah, and I would like to say to them, can you sense here? I would like to know if it's desecrated.
As you walk through the archway, Hen, could you please make a perception roll for me?
Ooh.
Okay, the 18 fucking clears it, absolutely. As you lead Y in, is excitedly hurry through, you have to duck your head under a particular segment of collapsed brickway, and you just barely manage. As you duck your head under, it gives you a glance of what you very nearly stepped into. There is one of the, a rather large chunk of stained glass has embedded itself into the dirt, which is now the floor of the cathedral. And the easy path through would have had you step right through into it. This piece of glass, if lifted out from the ground, probably would weigh 10 or 15 pounds. So this could easily lacerate a foot. Thankfully, you avoid it, and I assume make note of it.
As we enter,
Yeah. I would just quickly, as I step over that, I'll look back and say, watch your step.
Yeah. Exilio?
do you think it? Could I perform a religion check on the cathedral itself, or is that like too? I don't know. Does it need to be like an actual like artifact or item that I have to perform that on?
No, you can make a religion check. I've said before that from the outside, at least, the cathedral is almost uniquely void of any distinctive religious markings pertaining to a specific god. So what you would expect is this would be a cathedral to either Tyr, who is sort of like the state-sanctioned god in this empire, or Uranus, which is sort of a secondary foil to Tyr. Those are like the two. If you see like a state cathedral, it's those two, or one of them at least. You know.
Okay, I think I'll hold off for now then, if that's the case.
Okay.
And I asked why if they would do Divine Sense, but I don't know if they responded.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I asked if you could sense. I feel kind of weird using like game terminology in canon. You know, it feels like.
Yeah, but otherwise you have to
fourth wall or
gesture
whatever.
like, can you use an ability that I know you're capable of
I
using
said
once
sense,
per
but
long
yeah,
rest?
yeah,
Yes.
I know.
What's the ability?
Divine Sense.
Oh, I didn't have that listed. Fuck.
Yeah,
Here,
that's
I can look it
that's, like important for clerics.
Here, paladins.
I'm
Here,
not a
Paladins.
Yeah, here.
Or else I would
okay.
have it.
I can describe it to you.
Shit.
The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know its type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell. You can use this feature a number of times equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier.
10. I shall try. Okay, so
And I'll kind of nod and then like drag him around, you know.
1d10 plus.
Oh no, you just
you
do
rolled
it.
you? Yeah,
Oh no,
do
you just
it.
fucking do it. You just know.
Oh, okay, no.
Do you give it a use?
Yes.
Why? This place looks... I mean, everything in this town looks pretty fucked, you know? So this isn't exactly like a strong point of comparison, but you open your senses to the world around you and to whatever divinity or elsewise might be lurking within it. And in doing so, you feel something beneath your feet. The feeling is unfamiliar, but all the same unmistakable. The ground beneath your feet has been desecrated, and through a distinctly and universally evil force, the land which held beneath this cathedral has been desecrated. It has been made unholy.
This is unholy land we're upon.
I knew something would be wrong here. Are there any beings you can sense? Anything deeper?
Aye, lass. You said underground. There might be something here.
Yeah, does the Ian, does it center from any point, or is it just everywhere?
It's the ground, generally speaking. There are no beings within 60 feet that are undead though, or anything of the sort.
But it's just the ground. It's no specific.
Correct. It's the ground
Item.
beneath the cathedral. Yeah, it doesn't radiate from any particular point. At least not evident at this point.
Then I'm gonna start like walking around and pulling stuff off the ground to try and see if there are any like hatches or any soft spots, anything like that.
All right.
I believe Xander and I are probably hanging around toward the back. Where's Exilia at? Are you with us or are you with them right now?
I'll say I'm back with you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Xander, how do you feel about this place? I don't quite like it.
It'd be making me feel uneasy. But we
I'll
gotta figure
call
out
over
what's
to them
going
and
on
say-
here.
I'll call over to them and say it is unholy after all.
I could probably tell that with my own eyes. This place looks like shit.
Hen and why? As you move through the ruins of this cathedral, you sort of take in the more of it. It's beautiful in a way. The actual construction of this place must have been extraordinarily impressive back in its time. The brickwork is solid and clean and good. This isn't some ramshackle construction. This would have been a magnificent cathedral in its time. The stained glass windows are still not entirely broken, and the segments of wall that held them, sometimes leaning precipitously over, collapsed onto another smaller segment of wall, allow you sort of a skylight through which the afternoon sun pours through gloomily. The rays of light pour through the pink and yellow and green glass, creating a kaleidoscopic mirage of light dancing across the gray dirt and tatters of what was once in this cathedral, of which there seems to be quite a bit. If you're looking around, give me an investigation roll.
All of us?
Whoever feels so fit to look around.
Ooh, that's really good for my int.
Ooh.
Pog.
I know who I'm going
We'll
with.
take mine. We'll take mine.
Kazooie,
What's up?
you're sort of fielding the back here, correct?
Yeah, I'm on like the perimeter.
You can see, I think, at least a good portion of the interior of the cathedral. I mean, with how open cathedrals are, even in the best of times, laid open quite bare. This one more so, perhaps, than usual. As you look through it, a glint of colored light dances through the dust-choked air, and you catch, the attention, or at least a particular thing catches your attention. It's a fragment of parchment, actually. There is a bookshelf, a very broken one, shackled against one of the walls. It's pinned in place by the dilapidated construction, but there's a parchment partially unfurled that's sort of hanging out from between two of these sandwich shelves.
Is it like how is it hanging out? What do you mean by that?
As in, it's the two shelves of the bookshelf have sort of pinched, like sandwiched together around it, and it's sort of furled out from that. But it's otherwise in a safe and unremarkable location.
Okay, before I proceed, real quick question. This cathedral, I assume it's got a lot of open space. Would I reasonably be able to take flight in here if I would need to?
There are most of it, the ceiling has collapsed in so far that you couldn't. On the back end, though, near where the bell tower has felled the back wall of the church, where the actual altar would have been, that section is still open near to its full height. You could take flight in there.
Okay. Xander, looks like we need a couple of strong hands over here. If you could try to move the shelf apart, it looks like there's some parchment that's caught my eye.
I'll help you out. Sir in athletics to move it.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I
God
fucking
damn.
Rustro Daw that shit.
He
You
just farted
fucking-
like the fucking Red Sea. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
you fucking grab the top board of the bookshelf, like the shelf itself, and you dig your fingers into it, and the slightly worn, dampened wood splinters beneath your fingertips. And with one arm, you're able to wrench this thing back, knocking back a collection of rubble and brickwork that's sort of collected atop it. The parchment, now freed from its sort of pinched prison,
I'll grab it very
unfurls,
carefully.
and tumbles to the ground. It is hastily caught by you.
Man, just like me in real life.
Yeah.
I'll take the parchment and hand it to Hen, because I assume she'll have more knowledge on these things. Hen, I've got this interesting parchment here. Would you like to tell us what's up?
I'll take it, and I mean, does it have writing on it?
It certainly does.
All right.
It is
I'll read
do you read common?
I do as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, okay. It's actually a requisition order. It's quite long. That's one of the reasons why it was able to unfurl. Most parchments kept to a reasonable length. This thing is it's big. It reads as such, or at least in the effects of 120 pounds dried pork, 180 pounds dried and salted beef, 1.5 tons of grain silo, and such. It's a long requisition list. But what's interesting about this is actually not the contents of the manifest. It's what at its bottom. Two things of note. For one, the manifest itself is written in almost impeccably perfect common. This would be like a professional typesetter or a printing set. You know, like this was not written by hand, which is noteworthy to say the least. There's a section at the bottom which is written by hand in a different pen with much cheaper ink that says, "Clear the full requisition. Take the anointed amounts to the town hall and keep the rest in the cathedral's basement until further notice." And what's most interesting of all is the signature beneath the manifest. And this is, I think, a name that all of you are familiar with. And I'm going to make sure this time that I don't fuck up that name. And I'm going to look up what I wrote down before saying it out loud. So
yeah, I'm going to
commit.
tell you. I'm going to make it a personal goal to kill all NPCs that you give the same name as people in our other campaign. I'm glad Athelius is dead. He's dead in our other campaign too, isn't he?
I mean, you keep killing them.
I mean, every NPC we encounter that isn't a woman is going to die. I'm just telling you guys right now. I'm going to be
Some women have already died, but we'll get there. It's signed Governor Castillo of Athenia, or the governor of the province of the empire in which you are currently stationed, or one of the most powerful men currently alive, in his handwriting, at the bottom of the manifest.
Hi,
I'll-
holy
I'll-
shit. This be
I'll
some
point to
serious
the-
stuff.
I'll point to the word basement and say, basement. I knew there's something below us. Would I have any idea where a basement would be?
Typically below the main building.
Yeah, I know, but is there like are there like
Excellent.
doors?
Whoa, whoa,
Is
whoa,
there
whoa.
like
Save those insights for the nat 20 rolls, Kazooie. Hold up.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, is there like latches or anything that I've found so far?
I don't know. Speak
Or
to me.
doors? I
Speak
don't
to me
know.
in dice.
What do I
We
roll?
could just hit the ground really hard.
Could just start kicking. That'd be
I've
investigation.
been digging. Okay.
It's I mean it's a big ruined cathedral. Like this is a spacious
Hey, Exilia, do you detect any magic around here?
I can certainly try.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself,
Mhm.
and then wait, am I wrong? Hold.
I assume within,
Okay, it's an
within the
ability.
cathedral, there's
Alright.
probably some magical shit going on.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and then I'm gonna roll investigation.
I'll resolve hens then yours, Exilios. What does guidance do?
Me a D4 to an ability check. It is a it's a cantrip.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Is that only on you, or can you cast it on other people?
I can cast on other people. Yeah, it's a buff. I got it for my newest cantrip.
All right.
I would still like to add the D4.
No, please. Okay. A 17 to investigation clears it. Hen, this is not the first time that you have been in a cathedral. You've been in major cities before. These are often, if nothing else, tourist destinations. You know, not
I've
even to
also
speak
been
of
in
the
fucking Yonti cult cathedrals. So.
right. Well, those are laid out a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But in imperial cathedrals, typically storerooms and other things of a administrative nature are kept in a how do you say? What's the proper term? Sort of cubby spaces in the back, like a small administrative room. Usually you have the pews and then the large altar. And then behind the altar is, of course, all the decoration. But behind that, through doorways that are usually only accessed by the clergy, you have sort of a back end room, keep more candles, more supplies. Anyway, you are essentially fucking around back there when you see again caught by a gorgeous prismatic ray of light, a iron, almost what looks like a buckle. It's a latch, or at least the end of a chain, that is partially covered by dirt, and at this point also underneath the lip of an altar, but it's unmistakable. That chain connects to a bolt, and that bolt connects to planks of wood that are distinguished from the ground around them.
Okay. Really quickly, can I do like a religion check on the altar?
Only after I finish what Exilia did.
Okay.
Exilia, you casted Detect Magic, and I got some news for you, friend. The town itself is magical. Every time you've cast Detect Magic, you've felt it. It's always in the air, and it's not good, and it's always necromantic. The ground beneath your feet has been desecrated. There is magic to that, too. And it is, I think, more eloquently analyzed and described by what Y is capable of seeing, given its unholy nature. But there is something magical about 25 feet below you. Directly below you. There's some eminent source of magic. It's it's necromantic. It's not anywhere near as strong as what you felt when you saw the conductor or the pit. It's actually more manageable. It's reasonable, maybe, but it's below you, and it's ominous. It rings in the back of your head like a funeral bell.
Okay, so we take a rock and just throw it right here.
Wait,
Just start
it's directly
stomping.
below. Directly below where? Where is Exilia standing? Like by the altar? Where at?
Underneath the altar, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Over there.
I guess at that time I'll turn around and say, I found a latch.
That's very good. Every time I check, this town just emanates something dark, but there is definitely something under us.
How
Something
close-
like what?
Okay, I was about to ask, how close are we? Can we hear this?
Hear the conversation.
That's up to
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
like-
I'm going to
I
assume.
so, yeah.
I'm going to assume
gonna
any
assu-
convos are group broadcasted unless you guys are actually separated, or unless you clarify that you're whispering.
Okay, cool. You think it's safe to go down there?
I'm opening the latch.
I don't know about safe, but I don't really think we have another option at this point.
Well, fuck me, I guess. Let's do this.
So much for the rock entrance.
What's the approach?
Oh, I want to see if the latch even opens.
There's the lip of the altar is currently on it. It'd have to be moved.
Xander,
Oh. I'll show
Stop
the
the-
altar.
You're gonna go for it. Make an athletics check.
I mean, me and Xander can.
Then both of you make athletics checks.
I'm quite useless when it comes to doing anything other than being pretty.
You can peck it, like peck the wood. Fucking these athletic rolls are pretty. And you don't even need to. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Damn.
Well,
Just pushes Xander out of the way.
Yeah, Xander fucking busting out tatted muscles, fucking slamming shoulder against this heavy altar, eyes glowing through the mask, drop kicks the altar and just clears it, just kicks it, slides it 8 feet across. It comes to a halt and slams against a bit of brickwork, freeing the trapped latch door down to the basement.
Does the
Holy
altar
shit.
typically like have any kind of like places to hide shit? Like, could I look for things that might be at the altar?
Oh, go for it. Roll investigation.
This is not going to be good.
also I rolled a 5 for religion. I don't think I learned anything.
I
No,
just
that
kind of peck the ground.
yeah,
and-
the religion and investigation rolls on the
Oh,
altar are
God.
both highly inadequate.
Ooh.
I just peck the ground, kind of
some dirt.
hit it on the top a little bit.
Like,
Seems like an altar to me.
Yep, this is a rock.
All right, then I'll bend down and I will slowly lift up the cellar door.
It's quite large. The door. It's two. It's like the double. You know, the double door, not like the single trap door, but the big
Like
double
Harry
one.
Potter?
Yeah, like in Harry Potter. Exactly.
Like Dumbledore? Anyway,
Like in the Golden Compass.
don't worry.
Oh, wait, now I get it. Fuck.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm not going to be going in first. I'll be towards the back, so we're clear.
It's quite large, and it leads into a stone staircase, not a ladder.
Okay.
Okay, who's going down first?
I mean, me, I'm on it. I knew there was something under this fucking altar. I'm ready.
All right.
Hyena
I'd be
will
right
sacrifice herself.
I'd be right behind.
I got an
necessary.
18 AC. I'm okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, me and Hen are like on the case. I'll be right behind her.
Gotcha. Go for it.
All right, we're going down.
Hen.
For the record, I'm right behind them.
Are there
Wait.
fucking torches on the wall or anything?
Oh, no. God, no. God, no, it's dark down there.
Can't see
Okay,
shit,
so-
Captain.
Aye, most of us have dark vision, but the bird here can't see shit. Is there any way we can make a light?
Don't look at me.
Unless the
Exilia, you can like make a rock glow, can't you?
I think
Megan?
Yeah, don't you have a power that makes it so shit can glow?
I
Like, you make shit
think
glow?
I was just double checking the.
I think I can make flames with thaumaturgy, at least a little.
Yeah, I was
You
seeing if I
can.
could do the same thing.
Yeah, you can make a small effective light with thaumaturgy.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
do that then.
Yeah,
Or
let's
I
say,
guess me and Exilia can.
yeah, you at the front and me at the back with
Yeah.
with our thaumaturgy lights.
You proceed down into the cellar of the cathedral. The stairway is stone. There are patterns inlaid into it too. It's quite, again like the rest of the cathedral. It must have looked quite nice during its heyday. That you imagine this would have once been a carpeted stairway. There are insets into the sides, the walls, that look like they would have once held torches, but we're dilapidated well beyond that point. And after proceeding down, perhaps.
Oh, actually, really quickly, I would
Yes.
like to. I have candles in my priest pack, so I would like to pull one out and do that instead of having to have their thaumaturgy up.
Gotcha.
I don't know if anyone has torches, but I don't have torches in my priest kit.
I just
so.
got candles.
Good thinking, lass.
You you procure the candle, and after proceeding
I have
down
torches, by the way.
by
Nice.
about 25 or 30 steps, you come into the cellar. There are big boxes stacked to both your right and left. The cellar is large and long, and the darkness sort of crawls outward from your position down this long hallway, no more than 12, maybe 14 feet wide, and just as tall, but you can't see how deep it goes. And as you take a step forward past these, the requisitions that are stacked against the wall, you can see them in boxes. They're wooden crates where hay is poking out of middling quality at this point. You see provisions enough to feed a village, essentially, or at least remnants of it. And you're able to go perhaps 5 or 6 steps before something stops you. There was always a feeling of dread in here. You can't see the back wall, even those of you with dark vision. And you hear a voice ring out from the back. Stop! Please?
He did say
Aye.
please.
Who are you?
This is my cellar. Who are you to intrude on my cellar?
My name is Hen. I am a cleric of Solstice, and I had a feeling something was under here. If you could explain why you're here, why this place exists, that would be very appreciated.
Explain. Do you want some of my food, too? Is there anything else you want without fair recompense?
No.
What's
Ye-
fair?
Ah,
The fuck?
that's a question I can answer. And from the darkness at the back of this cellar, which again, even your dark vision cannot permeate, you see something shine. And it's only after a moment that you realize it's not shining, it's glistening. A hand.
Wet.
It reaches out from the darkness. It's blackened, almost black purple, like the hand of a frozen corpse after years of exposure. It glimmers in the light procured by your candle. It does nothing to illuminate the back end, and this hand reaches out. It's maybe 15, 20 feet away, and it reaches out and slowly reaches to the floor, and its fingertips touch the cold dirt, and it stretches forward a little longer, and you see the elbow of this malnourished, withered corpse arm extend, and then you see the arm, and the arm keeps going and going, and before you know it, you're looking at the stretched, multi-segmented arm, 8 or 9 feet long, perhaps. Its long, bony fingers clacking against the dirt with shattered, almost yellowed fingernails barely hanging on to their fleshy threads.
If
And
it makes exactly that little jingle tapping on the ground, I'll do the same. All right,
This is the whole session. Talking in Morse code. We're fine. It's fun.
I smell something funny on you. You're not villagers. You don't look like them. Just, stay right where you are and don't come any closer, and we're gonna have ourselves a good conversation. Does that sound agreeable?
Of course. We're just here to help.
Ah, who are you here to help?
The villagers.
Ah, me too. Now, what?
Can I perception?
Yeah, go for it.
Fucking.
I would also like to see what I perceive.
Yeah, roll for it. Oh shit.
Alright.
I'm gonna go with Kazui's higher roll here, as sort of the collective. Though this is something both you discover. We're gonna roll with both. The arm is this is obviously not a human being. I mean that's a given. You count like 3 elbows on this thing, and that's just what's visible in the light. It's impossible to permeate the darkness with your vision, but you do notice something distinct. Up this thing's arm, there are distinct markings, rivulets and veins of black plague, same as the villagers. And what's more, at certain disjoints, at certain bends in this thing's long appendage, you see something akin to jewelry, actually. But it's not jewelry, or at least not the kind you'd want to be seen wearing. They're bands of iron, rusted. And they have at some point crooked so deep into the flesh of this thing's arms that you can see dried blood coagulating around the rusted metals, as though it's dug into the flesh, cutting off blood, sinew, muscle tissue tearing, bone shattered against this thing. It's distinct, but it's something.
I'm imagining the giant vaping skeleton from Dark Souls 3.
I'm imagining that the cold guy from Spirited Away
I like that one.
Oh.
with his long arms.
If only
I
it was
just
as
wanna
handsome
see
as
if he
that
was
man.
lying.
If only. The creature speaks again. All right. I sense goodwill from you people, and that delights me. The last few times people came down here, they were all greedy and selfish. They were stealing rations for themselves, and I let them. What can I do? But it's disheartening, you know. What is that damnable smell? Have you been to the other side?
The other side?
You haven't. Then you've met someone who has. Have you met anyone or anything that you would describe as a man made of metal?
I,
Is it
a
dead?
large automaton. I.
Ah, That's nice. One of you took something.
Not me.
What's
Who
that?
I don't even remember who took something.
The
I think it
key
was
to the mayor's
Kazumi.
house. Right?
No.
Maybe also the gun?
Why you ask?
The gun. Wait, one of us
Wait.
took a gun, right?
Wait, why I just
No,
spoke?
the
worry about that.
spooter means the badge.
You
Damn,
have
Matt.
it, don't you,
Yeah.
Paladin?
How do you know I'm a paladin?
The same way you could tell the ground was desecrated. I used to be a paladin too. Why?
Aye, did you take an arrow in the knee?
Then what happened?
Can I like scratch Xander? Just like
just fucking
lower
quick,
back?
just quickly
one.
attack.
Just-
Just with one talon, just a quick swipe.
I was the deacon of this place, and I was not a deacon long. Now, please, the hand extends. Would you mind giving me that crest?
Why?
Because I'm forming a collection, and I'm happy to pay you in kind. I know many things here. Many things.
What do you
Nah,
mean? What do you mean, your collection? What all do you have there?
You know, the affliction this town is currently experiencing is uncanny. It's remarkable. You know, I was old when I died. I was an elf, 600 years, and I'd never seen anything like it. And neither had anyone else. Everyone came by. Everyone came to look, and no one was able to figure anything out. But I had something they didn't. You know what I had?
What?
The plague! And I died to it, too. And I was one of the only ones with faith strong enough to crawl my way back from where it sent me. Now, I'm trying to fix things. I came here to provide faith and moral counseling to this town, and I can't do that when they're all dead and in servitude. So, if you would please, show me that crest. I'll show you something very interesting.
All right,
You
can I
can
whisper
see
to
it
the
from
party?
me.
Have you
Wait.
got a name?
Oh, wait, quickly, because directly asked. Why? What did you say?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Oh, you can see it from here is what I said, but
I didn't hear you that time either.
okay, you can see it from here.
Are you asking him or me?
Well, no, it was a statement, but yeah. Anyway.
Oh, okay. I apologize. My sorry. But I'd like to show it to you in a light you haven't seen before. What did you, what else was asked?
I said, have you got a name?
No. I had a name before I died, but it was one of the many things taken from me. And, you know,
Have you made yourself a new name?
well, that's the thing. I know my old name, but it was still taken from me. Just because I know it doesn't mean I can have it back. No.
Aye, lad.
That's why you make a new one.
Hey, lad. What was your what type of elf were you before you died?
Picky. A wood elf. And you can call me... You can call me the
Bob.
informant.
Have you any interesting opinions on society?
Ah, yes, but they come at a high cost. You see,
I think I'll give Y a look like please give him the thing.
why trust your better instincts? If I had trusted mine, I wouldn't have come to this town, and I'd be alive right now.
What do we get for the badge?
I'll give the badge back to you as a show of trust
Okay.
this one time, but I'm going to give it to you in a condition in which both of us will find it unusable.
Okay.
He reaches his hand out.
I like dangle it because I don't want to touch it.
His
so I
long,
like just drop it.
Yeah, his long, heavily articulated arm grasps underneath where you're hanging it, and he catches it with surprising dexterity as you drop it. Ah. Oh, it feels just like it did when I made them. Look, he holds it up. It catches the light of the candle. It looks as it did before. This was not made on the prime material plane. Did you know that?
No.
No.
Wow.
You're well
How
behind.
is
shake
it
my
made?
head.
Now, that is a wonderful question to which I have no answer, for I was blindfolded on my way in, and I was blindfolded on my way out. But I can tell you this much. Where it was made, there is no metal. There is meat. And he holds this thing aloft in his hand. His hand is quite big, by the way. It was hard to tell before because it was far away and in the darkness and what have you. But holding this crest that was quite about the size of Y's hand, a large hand at that, this thing is able to hold quite easily between its fingers, smaller even than its palm. And it catches the light, and you see it there. It looks as it did before, a hastily cut segment of metal, a crest, upon which interlocking gears are arranged, as with an eye in the center. And he holds it up to you and says, "Look, magic!" and clenches his hand around it. Like he just closes his hand. The physicality of the object disappears as it is encompassed. It doesn't look like as he should be able to hold it. And then he opens it again. And he's holding something that you all are, I think, quite a bit more familiar with. A human heart. Beating.
Okay,
At that.
dude.
Blood dripping down the rivulets and cracks of his deeply scarred and fragmented hand. And he says, as he holds it before you, "That Tin Man was as much made of meat as you or I. It's a change in perception. Watch!" And he clenches his fist around it again and holds it there, this time longer, and his fist trembles with effort. Your detect magic is still on, Exilia, currently. It has not been 1 hour. There is heavy magic happening in his hand right now.
Can I tell what kind?
It is, again, necromantic.
Okay.
Not, mind you, what is it? Transformation magic? Or what's the term? What's that school of magic? Transmutative?
Transmutation? Oh.
Transmutation?
Yeah. Right.
Transmutation?
Not
Transportation.
transmutative. Necromantic. He clenches his hand and unclenches it, and there's that crest again, except it's different this time. There are veins across it. It looks uncomfortable. And he says, "You've seen those things around town, haven't you? They, loud tubes of metal, black powder, a crack, someone dies. Those things, you've seen them, haven't you?
More than once, yes.
Those muskets.
If somebody
cannons.
was in once capable of amassing a sufficient number of those, they could destabilize any country, any empire, presently in existence. And so, as you may suspect, people are very keen to get their hands on them. But that's the thing. Nobody knows how to make them. Nobody. Not a single person. It's crazy. But there are people who have ideas about what such weapons might look like. And you don't make ideas out of metal. You make ideas out of people." And he tosses the veined crest at your feet. Why? "There is a machine somewhere I escaped from that is turning people into metal. But they are lying to you. It's not metal. It's fake. It's ephemeral. It's an illusion. It's people. And I think if you see any of those tin men in the future, if you keep that in mind, you might have an easier time with them.
Have you interacted with any of those tin men while you've been down here?
I was making them before I escaped.
I take my badge.
It is warm to the touch and throbs gently at a slow pulse.
Hey, lad. So what you're telling us is that these giant metal men aren't metal at all. They're flesh. But we don't see it that way. It's an illusion.
You can see it that way if you'd like. That's up to you. I can't help you with that. It might help you if you were able to see them constructed. But I can't help you get in there.
Can you
In
tell
where?
us more? Answer Connor's question.
I didn't hear
You
it.
said in there. Where's there?
The factory. With the
And
drums.
that would be.
It's in the mines. That's where they got me, too. It's in the mines. The mines have been closed off, and the key is with the mayor. Or actually, the mayor's bodyguard. But it's in the mines. You'll die, by the way, if you go down there. That's not a bet. That's an inevitable fact. That is an inextricable component of your decision to enter the mines.
But if we die down there, will we come back as handsome as you are?
To hear compliments again. Thank you, Eric Cochran. I didn't ask you to stop where you are for my benefit. You're about 10 or 12 feet away from losing your minds entirely. You see, there are several entrances to and exits from that factory, but all of them require sacrifice in one way or another. You do not want to take this path, and God help you if you're forced to flee from it.
So, may I ask you one more question?
Absolutely. And if, by the way, you bring me more of those crests, I can fashion innovative devices for you. I have picked up quite a bit from my time on the other side. Though I can't promise you you won't look down a fight and find yourself holding a spleen.
We appreciate your help, but may I ask you, those pipes that shoot fire, what part of the human body is the pipe made of?
You dirty, dirty cunt.
What kind of ideas you got in that head of yours?
Speaking
Xander?
like that to a man of the cloth. I would have put a good show being offended if I were still alive and with my clergy folk.
Xanderhal kneels down slowly and starts wiping both his hands off on the dirt.
Wait, clergy folk, you said. What gods did you worship?
That's the strange thing, actually. You know, I think, about this cathedral and its unusual erection. Yeah, that one was for you, Drow.
Wow.
Xander like audibly chuckles.
There was something wrong with the requisition orders I received coming here. I didn't think much of it at the time. I worshipped Tyr. I worshipped justice. That was my work. But when so requisitioned, sometimes I would be sent to do clergy work for the backwater recesses of this empire that are less discerning in their faiths. But when I came here, we weren't actually taught or told to procure worship for any god. We were told to worship a concept. Time.
That
What-
is
Time.
okay.
Its passage, its conclusion, the concept of conclusions. I thought it was some local religion, some peasantry, but there was real magic in it.
Did you have a symbol at the shrine or tabernacle, something like that?
Why is holding the symbol, dear?
Ah,
They used it on the factory too.
the eye.
The veins are the eyes and the gear.
The eyes in the gear. The veins are a flaw that I imagine will make themselves more prominent with time now that I've broken the illusion on that particular piece of metal. No, it was the gears and the eye. And they used the same symbol in the factory, which means whoever sent us here knew exactly what it was they planned on doing. Do you know who sent me here?
No.
It was a man. A scholar. And I think he's behind all of this. His name was Marcus. And I think he's the one who doomed this town. And me. I don't know what or who he is now.
This be more of a lead than anything. May I ask, what does all of this have to do with the plague these townspeople are experiencing, or the giant human dog skeleton bear we've been seeing? The conductor, I think his name is.
I don't know how the plague was made manifest, but the conductor runs the factory. And the drums. And the ensemble. It's louder every day, you know, every time someone dies. I hear it. If any of you start to hear it, you should run, because it means you're close. I hear it all the time now. It's beautiful, really.
You
Why
seem
do
to
you
like
blame
to tap on the
Marcus?
ground with your fingers. Would you be able to kind of give us the tune that you hear?
I'm not going to try and replicate an orchestra with my fingertips, boy. You'll know it if you hear it. There should not be a single musician left in this town. The last one died weeks before you arrived. If you hear any drums, you'll know.
May I ask, what is this conductor? It seems to be a beast beyond any of us.
He is a lackey or maybe a god. When I ran, it was because I knew he wasn't there. I am very, very strong. So tremendous was my faith, I was able to crawl my way out of death. Even in this form, I pulled my way out of the astral plane. In life, I was a commander. I have killed and absolved more people in my life than you could have memorized the names of during yours. And that thing scares the shit out of me. And I will never go back if it means having to see him for but a moment more, because that will be my death.
The people of this town claim that it's their protector. Are they wrong?
The people of this town were idiots when I came here and when they were alive. It is not surprising to me anything... It is not surprising to me that has not changed.
Aye. Doesn't seem like a protector to me either.
Now, what are you going to do next?
Quick question, Mr. Informant. You said something about these weapons that if someone amassed a bunch of them, shit would go down. I do have one of those if you'd like to inspect it.
You have a body part, boy.
Exactly.
Show it to me.
All right, I will show it to him. It's currently wrapped in a cloth, so I'll open it up in my hand and unwrap the cloth.
Kazooie,
It was just a pistol before.
I wouldn't recommend that you touch that thing with your bare hand.
That's why I wrapped it in a cloth, you dumb fuck. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's you said you unwrapped it, so I was about to be like,
Yeah,
don't
it's in the
touch
palm of my hand and it's sitting on the cloth.
Okay, good. Yeah, you don't want to listen. I'm pretty sure you don't want to touch that shit. Okay, I think you might be holding a severed dick. I'm gonna be completely honest with
It
you.
could be.
Do you know
But if it
why?
is, it's probably bigger than yours.
Do you...
Wow! You're actually gonna say that
On national Twitch TV, no less.
on Twitch?
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Informant, what do you
Doctors.
see in this thing?
Do you know why it falls to pieces when you touch it?
Not a clue.
I know you have, because you decided to wrap it in cloth. No reasonable
we've,
person would do that unless they had known what happens when you touch it barehanded.
Of course. I just don't know the cause of that.
Do you know there are toys sometimes, or music boxes, I think is a good example. They're very delicate music boxes. The strings they play as you run a chord alongside a procession of tightly wound metal strings. They play notes when plucked, and that's how they're made. And they're very delicate. And sometimes they're so delicate that only the people who make them can use them. And that's what those guns are. They're only usable by those who made them, or by those who are going to.
So, is there any point in us holding on to it?
There's a point in you destroying them, I think. Touch every one you find. And if you bring me more of those crests, I'll see if I can't fashion you ones that'll work properly.
Is there nothing you can do with this pistol if I give it to you?
I could eat it, if it would make you happy.
That's up to you, my friend.
Give it. Throw it.
I will gently slide it across the ground.
The hand clambers over to grab it and darts back into the abyss. And you hear the sound of bones scraping against metal. Somehow worse than fingernails on a chalkboard before the hand reemerges. Now, what is it all of you are planning on doing next?
Well, before we met you, our plan was to investigate this cathedral and to speak to the mayor.
Yes, the mayor.
Here's a bit of a womanizer.
The mayor's a coward. You had to get the key? Has he left?
Aye. That's how we found that big metal robot.
Well, don't let me keep you. This is getting exhausting anyway. And I mean that. I wasn't able to fully claw my way out, you know. I'm not 100% here. This is more conversation than I've had to contend with in a while. Drop by the next time you find something interesting.
Before we go, I don't want to keep you, of course. Is there anything that we could do to help you out, except for what you've already mentioned? For you in particular, personally. I don't imagine it's much, but...
Oh no, just little things like going to the other side and destroying the ethereal factory with its army of townsfolk. If you can do
I'll do
that,
it tomorrow.
Sounds
Don't worry about it.
simple enough.
I'll hold you to that, bird.
It was a joke, sir.
I'll hold you to it anyway. Now, get out. I'll pull back the veil of my flesh and you'll see the portal I'm hiding from you.
What? What? A portal?
He's silent.
I'm curious now.
Did you say porthole? Are you like a ship?
Okay. All of you roll wisdom saving throw.
Wait, no, we didn't want. No.
No?
Yeah, we were talking.
leaving.
Oh, yeah? No. You were talking? Yeah? Okay. What's happening?
Well, I mean,
I'll
be-
wait for them to begin to head out.
I'm curious, like, he's talking about a portal he hides in.
I'm eating my
Listen,
way
I
out.
said I'm a head out.
I will go then.
As they turn to leave, I will turn to him and I will take out one of my rations and
Throw a
hold it
candle at
out.
it.
He's
And
got an entire
say,
fucking 4 course.
Okay, let me do my thing.
Go ahead.
And say, for your deacon, for your troubles, and if you do not know of Soul Cease, I could understand, but if you or anyone needs to atone, feel free to try and contact him, and I'll offer up the rations.
The hand has retracted into the darkness. The rations remain there as you leave them.
All right.
You emerge, walk up the stairway, and you are now once more in the ruins of the cathedral. It is about 3 p.m. What would you guys like to do?
Gotta go to the mayor, right?
Aye. We got a meeting with the mayor, I suppose. Yar.
Yar. There we
Yeah.
go. The affirmation.
I'm gonna look at the altar again real quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I want to put the stuff back and look
I
at
ain't
the
found
altar.
shit.
Yeah. Sorry, Kazooie. What are you putting back, Hen?
Oh, everything. I want to put the altar back and I want to investigate it.
Go for it.
I'm trying to roll. Okay. Not much.
I'm afraid neither of you clear that investigation check.
But I want to put.
But you did move it back
I
to
want
where
to
it
put the
was,
thing
yes.
back, and yeah, I want to make sure it looks like it wasn't disturbed.
All right. Done and well. All right. You guys are now back out on the town. What's up next?
The mayor, I think. Can I go to the bathroom really quick?
We're an hour and 10 minutes in
No, I'm sorry, I have to piss. What do you want?
for you to pee yourself.
Oh,
Now.
yeah?
Yeah.
On stream?
Yeah, go for it.
No.
Does that violate
I would
TOS?
weird champ, but there's a combo going right now.
Yeah, don't interrupt it.
Can I pee? I'll be
Yeah,
quick.
go, okay, 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
No, 5
Alright,
minutes,
just,
yeah.
just a heads up, I have to give my roommate's dog her medicine, which takes like 2 minutes at 9:30, and it's 9:11, so it'll take 2 minutes. But I just want to
Okay.
give you guys a heads up.
Gotcha.
wait.
What would you guys
Hell
like to
yeah.
do?
Aye, we be on our way to the mayor.
Who has the key right now again?
I think
don't.
it's you.
It's me? Okay.
You hoard everything.
Yeah, I thought it was someone else, but cool, nice. I got it.
All right.
Aye.
You guys head on out and head over to the mayor's. You've already been to the town hall, or at least you've been to its front door. You head on through, and I'm apparently coughing, which is lovely. There's the beautiful,
Just like the town, you're fine.
yeah, it's true. There's this beautiful, once beautiful courtyard with a crescent fountain in its center, and it has bulletin boards upon which things may have once been posted. Just as you guys eventually arrived at this town because of a posting, and you then find yourself right in front of the town hall, facing that gigantic wooden door, 9 feet tall, with brass knockers and a very, very, very large lock.
Knockers.
The
Brass
pop, pop.
milkies.
Yeah, big brass milkies. Like brass colored, you know? Like, I don't know, Native American?
Yeah, exactly. City knockers, we're fine.
Wait, like Native American?
I just listen. Don't worry about it, okay?
Aye, may I recommend we just knock first? See if anything's changed since we were last here.
Yeah, I'll nod. I'll knock, I guess.
Okay. You knock. The knock is loud, powerful, and reverberates heavily. Unfortunately, nobody comes to the door.
Let me try, and I'll go up. No response.
No response.
Aye, well, we knocked. Who has the key?
I do. I want to cast really quickly. How many cantrips can you have at once?
That depends on your level and class.
No, I mean like how many can you have active at once?
Well, you can only have one
right.
concentration spell active at once, but beyond that, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'm going to cast guidance on myself, and then I'm going to put the key in and open the door.
Okay. The key is quite large. It's made of black iron. It's perhaps 8 inches long, the long key segment with the big ring at the end, strong, heavy. It's the town hall key. You insert it into the lock. This key you're holding, as said by Athelius, is 20 years old. So there's a bit of rust which has accumulated on it. You can feel the rust straining against the internal mechanism of the lock, but it does, with some resistance, eventually give way. And you push it into place and turn, and the door unlocks. It opens as soon as you unlock it. The weight of the door is distributed unevenly on its frame, so it opens naturally unless closed. And you peer into the town hall. There's a foyer, to begin with, a large, open area with 2 staircases that spiral up into into an upper area from which people could presumably look down upon the town's patrons. It's a nice town hall. There are hallways that go back on either side of the foyer, along with side rooms. I mean, it's a town. It's not just going to be one room. It's a facility. It's a facility. As for the condition of the inside, it's actually nowhere near as dilapidated as the rest of the buildings have been thus far in this town. Things here actually seem somewhat stable, and there's a reason for that. Exilia, you currently have Detect Magic on. There is magic emanating from this place, from the town hall.
The same necromantic stuff as before?
Not at all. It's divine. This place is hallowed ground. It's been consecrated by some member of some religious authority, perhaps. Not tremendously strong consecration, mind you. This magic is not at all overwhelmingly strong. Certainly not stronger than the plague. But...
Are there... Oh. Huh.
But it's there. The lights are on, by the way. The sconces and the torches on the side have been lit. There are candles on, and not all of the curtains are drawn either. The second-story windows are still open, so light is pouring in from there. No one's making any noise. What would you guys like to do?
Is there? You said it's hollowed. Is there any signs of a god? They're like symbols or whatever.
Oh no, nothing of the sort.
Okay. Can I roll religion or investigation?
Well, you can't see or feel the consecration. So
Then can I roll just investigation to see if there's anything up?
Well, you would need to give me something more specific. What are you looking into?
I just want to look around. I don't know. Is there anyone here?
No, I already said that. Go for it, though.
Well, I just want to look around for anything helpful.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking good. Okay, I'm going to give you branching choices here. There's the large foyer, It goes up to the second floor. There are also rooms on the ground floor. Where are you interested in going? Where are you looking for? Is there any general idea? Just looking around for people? What's got you? What's got you?
I
What's
don't know
going on?
anything weird, anything helpful. I'd probably be interested in going upstairs.
Okay. As you head upstairs to where the more administrative offices would be kept, you turn a corner and begin to look around. Many of these rooms are now dilapidated. They haven't fallen into disrepair the same way the rest of the town has, but they're clearly not being used. However, you do actually manage to find something pretty fucking useful. You find an office that is unlocked, and it is only after entering you realize you are in the office of the mayor on the far end of the building on the second floor. It's large, with a big desk in the middle, chairs, the whole 9 yards. It's unlocked because the building was locked, and there are, among other things, documents that are present on that desk.
Where does he keep his women?
I'll start leafing through them.
Are you all with Hen right now?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I am at
What's
least.
directly outside of this room? Which room is that again? I'm sorry.
In the mayor's office. There's a hallway outside of it that leads to the second story foyer.
Yeah, I'll just be hanging out by the door.
All right. Hen, after a short... you're looking through these documents, and many of them are extremely, overwhelmingly boring. I mean, mayor's office, you know? Requisition orders, official writ of complaint. A lot of it has to do with the manifests for mining. Just boring shit like that. There's nothing here interesting. What you do find, however, after a little bit of rifling, is a folded letter. It's worn a little bit, yellowed slightly, that's been tucked into an envelope. And what's interesting about this letter is that it's on thick, high-quality parchment paper, and it's written by hand rather than by press. Elegant handwriting, too. Now, I have the contents of this letter available here in a Google document. Would you be interested in reading it for immersion's sake, as though to the party?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me
Oh,
give
you
it
want
to
me
you.
to read it?
I'm watching the hallway, just by the way.
Gotcha. I mean, you're the one who found it, unless you want someone else to read it. Here, hold
You
on.
mean read it out loud?
Yes, for the
Okay,
benefit of our
For the class.
for the class for the
Yeah,
class.
sure.
Here, I'm linking it in our Discord.
Okay. Then I will take out the letter and unfold it, and I guess start reading. This letter says, Mayor Gold Nugget, Mordhill Town Center. It is with enormous regret and my sincerest apologies that I must inform you our investigation into the plague which has beset Mordhill has now come to a close. I know not what pathology has taken root in your fine town, but our most dedicated investigative efforts have borne no fruit. You bore witness to the divine incantations of our inquisitors and watched with horror, mirroring my own as they failed to bring about even the slightest recovery. You bore witness to Tyr's hand striking deep into the infected earth with war hammers of consecrated mithril, all to no avail. We retrieved samples of illness-racked soil and brought them to both the Inquisitorium Machina and the College of Oxenhart. No progress, no results. I know not what foul curse has beset Mordhill, but it is clear to me now that my priorities must shift from treatment to containment. Effective today, the 22nd of the Claw of Winter, your town has been placed under quarantine most severe. inquisitorial detachments have been dispatched to Longhouse, Los Fiend, and Angrenfeld, while watchmen have been stationed along every conceivable entrance and exit to the town. Nobody who enters Smordhill may leave it until the quarantine is lifted, which will only happen if I receive a full testimony from an inquisitorial authority configuring every trace of plague and the magic which permeates Smordhill and its residents has been eradicated. If anyone within Mordhill attempts to leave, they will be summarily executed, and you will be blamed for their indiscretion, assuming you're still alive to receive such a condemnation. Mordhill has been struck clean from all running trade routes and dispatch paths. There is no longer any reason to keep your mine operative. Do not attempt to circumvent the quarantine. If significant or organized resistance against the quarantine manifests, I will call upon Oxenheart scholars to bombard your town from range until the canyon in which it rests is pummeled into the mountainside. I'm sorry, Nugget. I really am. I wanted to save your town. Now that responsibility lies solely with you. I have provided this farewell with rations proportioned to last a town of your size 2 months. Given the rate at which the plague is claiming your townsfolk, those rations might last a good while longer. Your posting will be mounted on the bulletin board of Hartsfell's town center. As a final courtesy, I have omitted the quarantine notice from its contents. Tyr, help me. Good luck, friend. Burn this letter after you're done with it. Yours truly, Governor Castillo of Athenia. And
I'm
she'll
sorry,
look
what
up.
pen? I was looking at
worried.
something else. Could you repeat that?
And you give me the longest fucking letter on earth. Jesus Christ.
That be long as hell.
We probably shouldn't have had the monotone character read it.
Well,
Yeah, why not let me read it? I would have read it like... I would... Okay, yeah, alright.
You would have burnt your fucking throat out, is what you would have done.
Hey, my throat's starting to get used to it. I'm starting to get that, like, coating
you got the
shit
callus.
all
You got
around
the
me.
callus.
I'm starting to get calluses in my throat. My voice is starting to be able to handle it.
Pretty soon you're not going to be able to talk any other way.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that. I hate my voice.
Well,
We
hey.
love your voice, Big Puncher.
Yeah, you have a good voice.
Potentially. Alright, that was some serious shit right there. What do you make of it?
I can't believe they would be so dishonest as to remove the quarantine notice from the posting.
No one else would come.
Aye, doesn't that make us fugitives now?
I suppose if we try to leave,
I
suppose the
can't
only way
help
we're
but
leaving
think-
this town is having after we've cured them, right?
if we can, or we purge somehow.
Aye. So either we stay and we die, or we destroy this curse, this plague, and we live and we get out of here.
I'll kind of squint at the letter and say, do you think that this means that the conductor is from the Empire?
I don't think that would make much sense.
Yes.
Oh, she's
But
caught it.
they said in this letter that only after, like, that no one would be able to leave. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think it goes that deep. Perhaps the conductor doesn't want anyone leaving either.
Yes, but I think Maybe I know more, but the Empire's reach is deep, deeper than you would imagine, deeper than Avernus. I'm not sure.
Aye, well, I'll take your word for it then.
Do you need a fucking fidget spinner, Pig Puncher?
Potentially. I probably should get a fidget spinner.
I thought that was a fan on the ceiling.
What? Wait, what?
I briefly
doing
looked at it
this?
and I thought it was just a ceiling fan going on in the background.
Coggers. Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
wait.
I'm good. Listen.
Pig,
I'm
don't
really
you need
hungry,
don't you
so-
need to do your thing really quick?
Yes, I do. I'll be right back.
My face when Vaush knows your
yeah,
roommate dog's
Z-
medicine regiment better than you do.
Xanderhal steps out of the room to use the bathroom in the story, but you guys continue to talk about
He's
things.
just gonna go piss down the stairs. It's all
I'm gonna-
good.
I'm
Just
gonna find
create a little
go, you've
fucking
gotta go.
river.
I'm
It's
gonna
okay. It
find
makes him easier to go down. It's fine. I
Hey.
can just slide.
I'll be right back, everybody. I'm gonna go find a flower pot to piss
Is
in.
he gonna pee on the spooter duder?
Yeah. Go all the way back. Piss on the man. Piss on Deacon Spider Elf.
Please don't. I like that guy.
I like him.
He threatened to show us
I don't know if
file.
a threat and also maybe helpful. One
I think it
day
was a
when we're
warning,
ready to
really.
lose our minds.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to lose my mind. I'm fine.
Okay.
Way
What
ahead
is the
of
next
you.
course of action, guys?
I want to look around and see if there are any safes in here. I'm curious to know if there are any like. Vosh, do you think we could do? Do you think we could do a quick like time jump room sweep roll? You know, like we don't need to. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Yeah, just
fight
like
some shit.
yes, like a broad investigation.
Yeah, like what did we find in various rooms? I want to look for safes and any other like religious things or tunnels into the ground. But we should wait for Pig to get back.
Yeah, probably.
I would look for
Or money.
badges.
Or drugs. That's also good.
Or
Oh yeah.
or
I would look
drugs.
for badges and drugs.
Nice. Yeah, badges. Or alcohol. If they got any nice wine. They're religious folk. They might.
You
There
can
were-
keep your wine.
There was nice wine in the cellar of the library, but now it's all blown up.
Yeah.
The feel. That feel when.
Well, Red Cascani, if it's all Sacramento wine, that's fine. I think the Sacramento wine has like less alcohol in it.
Should we just roll for it now, and then like if we do find something interesting, wait for Pig? 'Cause
Yeah,
if
we
we
can-
don't,
wait, well-
then
I don't know. We can wait for a Pig. It's not a big deal, I don't think. Because he might have specific things he wants to look for.
fair point.
Hopefully he gets his fidget spinner energy out of the way while feeding the fucking dog. Find something to zoom on.
Anyway, how are you guys?
I'm so sleepy.
Yeah.
Haven't you been streaming a ton lately?
Yeah, like
Um,
5 a.m. apparently.
I have weird hours. Okay,
I just want to watch like you're streaming at 5 a.m. Fuck.
My sleep schedule is consistently fucked always.
I actually
Yeah,
slept
how's
pretty.
chat doing?
I actually slept pretty decently last night.
Yeah, Artemy woke us up, but that's always.
What a jerk.
I'm so glad he has to be locked in here because of his like neutering, and he can't play with Humphrey because there's a risk of him like busting the stitches. So he has to stay in our room for 10 days, and he's fucking losing it. So yeah. I thought he was gonna be a menace during stream, but thankfully he's asleep. Yes, I. I got 14 Zoomers.
Yeah, they've just been practicing emote combos. Like they're getting
Yeah.
ready for when it's actually important, you know? Oh shit,
when you
Conure.
actually like offer something.
Yeah, exactly. When the time comes, you know? When it's actually time. It is not yet time. Also testing emote add-ons with spoilers. Yeah, you guys are having a grand old time with the website architecture.
I mean, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I love the fucking like pride flags and stuff. What is that called, White Nervosa? Is that add-ons?
Oh, they're suffixes.
Suffixes? Okay. I love them.
Y'all, has anyone here ever played Demon Souls, like the predecessor to Dark Souls?
I have not, no. But I know a lot about it because I've seen Fancy Pants YouTube video game reviewers talk about it.
It's a very good game, but I've had the OST on in the background of this. It's making it so much better. I hate that YouTube has such like shit.
Yeah, it
copyright
really
stuff.
like not having music really adds to the ambiance, especially on a stream campaign, so it really sucks we can't. I would love to have some fucking Dark Souls music.
This shit right here, so good. It's really interesting because like all the Dark Souls music, one of the things that I really dislike about it is like all of it is like a full orchestra all the time. But this definitely like highlights like very specific instruments per song. It's super cool. I'm very into it.
Oh, Thom, I was thinking, I was just telling Vaush that they made his Dark Materials thing. I want to see if it's good because I remember people didn't like the movie.
Aye, lads, I be back.
The man, the
He's
myth,
back.
the legend. Okay, everyone was about to branch out and search for shit in the mayor's place.
Yeah, real quick before heading out, I guess.
Could I have possibly spotted something while I was peeing in one of the like flower pots for like a plant inside this?
Oh, we waited for you.
No. In fact, you actually chose to pee on and in the most unremarkable portion of the place. You were the only one who found nothing. Everyone else looted gold, artifacts, ancient ingot tablets. But
Yeah, the fuck?
Drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs,
You just got pee kind of splashed on your feet. Seriously though, everyone do a roll. Let's see what you get.
Which role?
I'm just
Investigation.
hanging out by the door, watching the hallway.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a sort of unrelated question while I'm finding this, but I'm
gonna do guidance.
the cantrip that it's like Shilagad. Does anyone know how to pronounce that?
Shillelagh.
Is that good enough? Wait, really?
Shillelagh, yeah.
Okay, Shillelagh. Okay, so I don't sound like a complete dumbass in a minute whenever I cast it.
Yeah, when you get the walloping stick.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually do have some Irish ancestry in me, and my
Conure?
and my
Sorry.
my dad actually has his grandfather's actual like shillelagh, like mounted above his studio wall. It's pretty wild.
Amazing.
It's
That's
it's
cool.
literally a traditional Irish walloping stick.
I want a cool walking stick.
Just don't appropriate my culture, okay?
I'm not. I just want a cool stick.
What have we found?
Yeah, I
Alright.
got a
wanna have a
19.
cool
Is
stick.
there anything specific each character is looking for? Because that's might be important.
I'm just looking with my eyes, not really looking for much.
What
Excellent.
else are you gonna look with?
My ears.
Why? Hold on. Why? Is there anything in
Yeah.
particular you're looking for?
Drugs and badges.
Okay. I am... oh, goodness, excuse me. I am very unhappy to say that you were not able to find any badges. But I am happy to say that
Nice.
you are able to find a small vial of morphine that partially used that was discarded. It's in an upturned wastebasket. It looks like it has enough for perhaps 2 or 3 doses.
Poggers.
All right.
We're getting high tonight.
Is anybody like see me?
I mean,
Probably not.
if you wanted to conceal such a discovery, then you probably
I conceal
could.
it.
Okay. Kazooie, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Not really. I've just been preening my feathers, you know.
All right. I'm going to get back to your answer in just a second. Xanderhal, anything in particular you're looking for?
So obviously I'm looking for those like Ubisoft collectible style badges, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also trying to find anything else that could be of value. You know, just money if it's sitting around. You know, might grab that. Just anything that stands out to me.
Gotcha. You're able to find a gold candlestick, actually, a pretty decent one at that. One that the kind that mounts like 3 candles. You know, not just one. A candelabra stick.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to find that. No badges, I'm afraid, but a pretty nice candelabra stick. And Hen, there's a fat 18. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for badges, drugs, alcohol, safes, holes in the wall. That's what I'm looking for.
You are
Mainly safes and badges.
You are able to find no
or anything
badges.
shiny.
No badges and no holes in the wall. There is a safe that's mounted in one of the first story rooms, a lockbox, but it is quite secure. It's just a heavy iron lockbox, and it's locked.
How big is it?
It's like 4 feet tall and 3 feet wide.
There's got to be something in there.
It would be impossible for like a person to move it. This would be like a need team and tools sort of thing.
Is there anything else I find then?
Yes.
Drugs, wine.
No, you're able to find 2 good bottles. Okay. In the mayor's desk. He's keeping the good shit for himself. All right. The quality red. And Exilia, I am terribly sorry, but you find a funny looking bug, a roly poly, with your 3.
I'm breaking the
Really
fuck
bully.
into that safe.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind as I tell you that Kazooie, with your role, you are able to actually make note of the fact that somebody is returning to the town hall before they enter the place. You see,
hey, everybody! Somebody's coming up on us.
a shadow
I'd say
cutting
not
the
loud
light
enough for them to
pouring in
hear
through
them.
the window, and you hear keys jingling outside of the door. Okay, go for it.
Wait,
Hey,
Can I try to
everybody,
break in?
Some shit's coming.
should
Where's
we hide?
Xanderhal?
I hide behind a bookshelf.
This
Let's see what
8
they
feet
trying to
tall
break
mountain
in.
of a man is hiding behind a bookshelf.
Hey,
Is
maybe if I
Xanderhal
stand
anywhere
still
near me?
enough- yeah, I'm pretty close to you.
Okay, I'm gonna say, okay, we gotta do this quick. I think there's something good in here. You're a rogue. Do you have the tools?
I
should have
may,
proficiency
in fact,
in-
have those
Yeah.
tools. Let me just check this out. I have these cantrips, passage, superior dark vision, something fancy.
And I'm gonna cast guidance on him. I'll touch him on the shoulder.
All right.
Fuck, hold on.
Everybody should be aware that I told him that some people were trying to come back into the town hall. Just by the way.
I hid.
I have these
Yeah, I'm
tools.
bucking around.
I have these
Okay.
tools. So I should be able to just click it and use it.
Yes.
These
Yeah.
tools.
Oof.
Nice.
No advantage, I'm afraid.
Don't you have as a rogue? Don't you have like advantage with it
I
Mm,
should.
or
no.
expertise? You should have expertise with one form of tools.
Oh yeah, I have pro. It says pro 6.
You do. You rolled a 2 plus
That's
6. You don't have
proficiencies.
advantage though, so you don't get the 25.
okay.
I'm afraid with a roll of 8, you are not able to do anything with that fucking safe. The door opens, the front door to the town hall, and
I'm gonna try my hand then.
a woman steps in. I suppose nobody's actually in a position to see her except for Conure, who I assume, Conure, you are keeping at least.
Yeah, I'm trying to be very stealthy in my
Gotcha.
looking.
Hen, I'm afraid there is no sleight of hand roll that would allow you to bust into this lockbox.
Fuck. All right, then I'll hide.
But you, well, hold on there. What you're doing takes time.
Is there a window in this room? I'm sorry.
You're on the second floor, balcony, not balcony, sorry. The entrance to the second floor, like above the stairways.
Is there a window like we could reasonably get out of if we needed to?
Sure, but Hen and Xanderhal are both on the first floor. Zillion, Y, and yourself are both on the second floor.
Okay.
There are windows out there, though. As to whether or not you could open them and get out, that would be a process. Either way, the
I'll whisper to Xander, it's okay, I have a plan.
Okay.
either way,
What is your plan?
guys, either way,
Okay.
the woman steps in to the foyer, and she says, rather astutely, "Okay, I didn't have to open the door. I could just push it in, which means somebody else is here, which means somebody else had the key. You can come out here right now, and I honestly won't give a shit, because we're all probably gonna die anyway."
I'll come out.
Aye, lass. Sorry about
No,
that.
shut up! I said you could come out now that you could talk. What's your name? The tall one.
Xanderhal, ma'am.
You?
Aye.
You!
Yeah, you can call
Aye.
me Dr. Hen.
Wonderful. Did that come with a degree? Or is that just a fanciful title?
I shrug.
Right. Adventurers. Must have fell through in the post-it. Wonderful. What the fuck makes you two think you can come in here?
Well, we were given this key, and I hold up the key and told to come.
Really? Who gave you that? Wait, who gave you that key?
I shrug.
It was a dwarf. His name was
Athelius. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Aye. But he's dead. There's nothing we could have done to stop it. And we were not at fault whatsoever.
Really?
Aye.
Xander. Hen kind of elbows him in the arm.
Aye. We tried to save him, but there was nothing we could do.
Neat. All right. Well, you both are new to town. Is it just the two of you?
I imagine we like look at each other like,
Does she mean down there?
Are you two canonically acting like dipshits? Should she be mad right now?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, we don't. Listen, I'm
Well,
saying-
Hen's
I'm-
not
like,
moving. Hen's
this
not
is a strong,
moving.
independent woman who is being very assertive. My character is
He's
pissing
so
me
horny.
coming.
Rock
I am-
hard.
I am fucking like there. Either I have an extra dagger in my pants, or I'm very nervous right now.
What does she look like? What does she look like?
She looks like she's about to kill both of you. She's
I'm gonna cast suggestion.
she's a petite. Hold on. She's a petite elven woman, rather young at that. In fact, she's probably the healthiest looking person that you've seen since coming here. The light from the windows is enough to illuminate the graying and the veins across her face. She's obviously been afflicted, and there are streaks of white and otherwise clean dark hair that's been maintained and cut and primped and styled, appropriate to her fashion. She's an elf. It looks like a high elf, judging by the fashion and the angle of the ears. She also is very, very clearly a magic user. She's wearing robes, and there are several magical acumen wrapped around her, or tied to her sash. She says, "Okay, all right, buddies. Then you two, hold on. All right, and then to everyone else, anyone else in here." That not killing you thing stands for the next 30 seconds. And then after that, I kill everything that isn't on this foyer, room by room.
Real quick, while that last conversation was going on, how much time lapsed at that point?
What would you want
Yeah, it
to
might
be
have been
doing
time
during
for
that
some
time?
of you to.
I would have probably wanted to find a way to fly onto the ground and then maybe come up on the door behind her.
Oh,
That would be my
she
intention,
is
like, oh,
her.
hey, what's
She's
going on here?
she's in the entrance. You would not be
Well,
able
yeah, no,
to.
I would be like coming in behind, like, oh, I just saw what was going on.
Hey, buddy.
No, she's like standing like in the doorway. I think. Like,
Yeah,
there's
I
no way
understand
you
that,
can
but
fly
I'm in the
past her.
second. I'm on the second floor, so if I could escape somehow,
Oh yeah, you
I
could go out
could
the window and then fly it down
roll
behind.
up, be like, hey, what's up?
I mean,
maybe we should just.
But I just
yeah,
need
you'd
to know
have
how
to-
much time there was in that last conversation.
you'd have to give a look at the windows. Exilia, why? What about yourselves?
I'm going to make my way down the stairs and introduce
Yeah,
myself.
I join.
I looked
I
at the
joined
windows with an
Azealia.
18, by the way.
Gotcha. Kazooie, roll. Oh, nice. 18 rolls it.
Yeah.
You're able to find a window that opens.
All right, I'll leave that way and then come up just from behind, announcing my presence, of course. Hello, what's going on over here? I didn't sneak up on her. Chill.
I mean, what are you, the lookout?
Who's the bird?
I just heard some commotion and I came by. What's
Shut up. Get in the foyer in front of me, all of you. You two, too.
Wait.
You both in.
What if
Can
I
I
just walk away?
Can I attempt to charm her so she's like a little nicer to us, maybe?
You are free to try with
I
your
don't know if I
own
would recommend
words
it, but
and see how
All
that
right.
goes.
I step forward and with my charisma, I attempt to say, "Aye, lass, we're not here to do any harm." And I rolled charisma, so let's see how it works. I say, we're not here to do any harm. We're here to help."
For one, it would be a charisma check, not a charisma save
Oh,
if you're
damn it,
attempting to
damn
do
it.
something.
I'm bad at video games. Hold on.
No problem. It's basically the same roll. She looks at you and she says, "Okay. Yeah. I suppose if you were, you would have tried something already. All right. Seriously though, what the fuck are all of you doing here? Now. Why? What's the point? Why?
We're looking for the mayor.
What?
Looking for the mayor. Cool. Why do you want to see the mayor?
Because your town is kind of getting fucked by a virus or a curse or something, and we want to learn everything there is to know about it before we proceed.
The fuck is a virus? Yeah, okay. So, sweet. You wanted to see the mayor. You couldn't have left a posting?
We don't
Time
really.
is at the essence. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm just hanging out in the doorway, preening my feathers.
Cool. Well,
what is your name?
my name is Carolyn. My name is Carolyn. I'm one of his 2 bodyguards. Things have kind of fallen to shit here. Obviously, the normal hierarchy of... Well, normally all of you would be hung from the neck. I don't really think there's much sense in doing that in this, in these contexts. What do you think the mayor can even help you with?
Honestly, we're not sure. It's just somebody with some sort of power in this town. He seems to be gone. Would that be you?
He's not gone. He's visiting the mines. And I was with him, by the way, until you dipshits triggered one of my wards. So, good on that. Right. Mayor. Can I bring you to see the mayor? Would that be stupid?
Wait,
We could
no.
always make it
Wait.
there ourselves.
I step forward because because I'm very, very concerned here. Wait, lass. You said he was in the mines?
Yeah, I did say that. Another step forward and you're getting fireballed. Okay. How much do you know? Do I need to fill any of you in?
We know that the mines are, well, we were told that if we go in there, we will die, unquestionably.
Cool. Okay, then you know more than I do, apparently. Come with me. Now, please.
Aye, lass.
I'll
And
follow.
I follow her.
Okay.
Hey, Xanderhal.
Mhm.
That's your name, right?
Aye, that be my name, lass.
Okay. Word travels quickly. There's not much else for people to do than gossip, and we haven't had new folks in here for a while. You spoke to Robin, I assume.
Aye, I did.
Okay. Xanderhal, do you typically carry around a gold candelabra as part of your combat acumen?
I use it to light places when it's dark.
Very convincing.
I have
Aye.
candles.
Wait, hold on. Can I actually roll to be more convincing? Wait, can I do a roll on
No.
this? Like, I feel like lying could be a roll, right?
It totally,
It'd be a
absolutely
deception
could.
check.
But she has already decided, I think. She has made up her mind here. Right. Can I share a personal theory with the 5 of you, if I may? If that's fine with a lot of you.
Sure.
Well, me and my brother are we're trying presently, I suppose, to sort of keep order around here. It's very easy. Most of the people are sickly. People die a lot, you know, pretty calm, pretty relaxed. Earlier this morning, some folks set fire to a graveyard behind the cathedral. Did you see that by chance?
Aye, we were there, and some things that we can't quite explain happened.
Well, that's kind of been a running theme these past few months. All right, well, here's the thing. So, I came here on payroll 4 years ago. It was supposed to be a simple job. Guard the mayor. Easy, phenomenal. Never had to fight the whole time. Held person a couple of times. Fireballed a field once to scare off some ruly kids. Easy job. Really. Easy stuff. And now I apparently signed myself to death with that, it seems. So, and now I really don't care. So the only reason why I haven't killed myself and everyone else I can is because I am holding desperately onto the hope that some people might actually come and help us. And as much as tempted as I am to dismiss the 5 of you and not help you in any way, shape, or form, it would be silly of me to pass up that chance, I think. So here's the deal. I can help you into the mines. My brother is going to be guarding it. My brother's a lot stronger than me, probably stronger than a lot of you as well. So we're going to have to be real extra sneaky about it, okay? I can get you in to see the mayor.
Aye, lass.
I want to do an insight. I want to do an insight check on this bitch. We just told her we'd die, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll take you in." I don't trust her.
I want to
was
do an
really
inside check on her,
Is she
okay?
inside?
Like,
I was really afraid she was gonna say that she would commit suicide if not for the morphine, and that'd be awkward because then she would commit suicide.
Wait, what? I didn't understand what she said.
Because they're gonna keep the fucking morphine.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Well,
can I
she
roll
threw
insight?
out the morphine.
Yeah, go for it. $15's pretty good.
Is this a trap? Do I get weird vibes?
You get weird vibes. She's not being entirely honest with you.
We're still standing there, right?
Yeah.
I'll say, Miss, pardon me, but I'm not stupid. We just told you we would die if we entered the mines. Why would we go there immediately after learning that? I don't think the mayor knows much more than we do. I'm not sure.
We're gonna die anyway, right?
I mean, you might.
Yeah.
You might.
Yeah, I might.
Okay,
Yeah.
this girl is clearly suicidal and out of her mind, so I think I'm gonna have to, work up some of the Xanderhal charm here.
Fuck her.
Aye, lass.
She hates you.
No, she loves me. She just doesn't know it yet.
Really is an insult.
I'm getting more weird vibes.
Aye, lass. Do you happen to have a husband?
I actually cannot believe you just asked me that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about him. He doesn't really know. He doesn't know
No,
how to analyze
no,
situations.
no, I don't. No, I don't have a husband, Xanderhal.
Aye, well, the way I see it, you seem quite, you seem like you're down in the dumps, to say the least, and it seems you're gonna die anyway, so,
When was the last time an elf of her stature decided to fornicate with a fucking drow?
Wow.
Giving the game
Wow.
away there, Kazooie. Is that what you want?
Well, lass.
Xanderhal?
You know what they...
Big guy?
Well, lass. They say once you go black, you never go back.
I've never heard anyone say that in my life.
And drow be black.
I think someone actually said that about the plague. Once you get it, you get all sickly and black-skinned, you know. You start to die.
Xanderhal, do you have any idea how, if... Listen, Xanderhal, do you see... Xanderhal,
He's gonna get some pussy.
Aye, lass.
do you see my face right now?
I do. It is
She-
quite beautiful.
She is attractive, admittedly, but the cracks of gray and black across it are prominent. This is me with makeup. It gets worse under the clothes. Stay focused, huh?
No, lass. You are beautiful to me, no matter what.
That is the sweetest thing that I have heard all morning. Phenomenal, Xanderhal. You've done
Xander, do you...
absolutely nothing to deter me from my decision to see all of you through to the mines where you might presumably die. Are we coming through then?
Xander, you claim to
No.
be a fan of the women, right? You're a very respectable gentleman.
Aye, women
And yet
be the
here,
best.
and yet here you are trying to manipulate this woman into having sex with you while she's on her death's door.
Aye,
think that's very
would imply
gentlemanly,
he's
I'll be honest with you.
succeeding.
listen, Kazooie.
I'm taken aback right now.
Listen, Kazooie. I am not manipulating or doing anything against her will.
Oh, so you're not doing a very good job of it, that's for sure.
She's
just-
walking
I just
away
assumed-
towards the mines.
I just assumed she wouldn't say no
Wait,
because of the
okay.
implication.
Okay.
That's kind of
She's
fucked up.
walking.
Hen, can you convince her to bring the mayor out of the mine?
I'm gonna call out to her and say, "Can you please? Can you stop?"
I'm
if we
going,
just
I'm
don't
going to the
follow her?
mine. You can follow me if you want.
Yes, just please for a moment, please.
Can you not? I'm sorry, intrepid adventurer. She turns around. Can you not keep up with a brisk walking pace of a dying woman?
I cast
No.
Zone of Truth.
On her?
I say, aye, lass, and I run up with her because. I'm not
Wait,
going
hold
to...
on. You cast Zone of Truth on her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. She stops walking. I could just walk out of this, you know.
I suppose.
What
But
is it you want to
You
know?
aren't a liar.
I just want to know, why do you want us to go to the mines so badly?
She responds, because I want something to happen, honestly. Because the mines are weird and I have not been allowed to go down there as far as the mayor goes. Because bringing all of you to him would be a convenient excuse for me to see what it is exactly he's going down there. Because I don't like my brother and it would make him mad. All of these reasons and more.
well, lads. Sounds like a good
Who's
enough
Marcus
reason to
to
me.
you?
Hmm?
Who is Marcus to you?
You know about Marcus.
What does that name mean to you?
That name means to me. That name is mean to me. It's an enormous pain in my fucking ass is what that name means to me. What is that? What? Do you know anything about Marcus?
Well, we heard that he may be responsible for what's happening here.
What? No, Marcus is dead.
Oh, how did he die?
Where?
Do you want to know? I can show you.
Is it in the mines?
No, it's on the way.
Please do.
Mm.
All right, come
All
along.
right, lass. Show us then.
She steps out of the zone of truth, having told the truth, and continues walking along. So you guys are right here presently, right outside the town hall. The mines are right here. She begins to take you along the path, and the bridge, which leads over the river that cuts through the mining portion of the town and the more domestic portion of the town. And as you pass over this bridge, which is quite pretty, honestly, The river is actually the only part of this place that doesn't seem fucked. The earth is decayed and dry and dead and gray, and the air is gloomy, but the river is every bit as blue and verdant and pretty as you would expect of a mountainside river. Passing through, you see little fucking fish sort of swimming around in there. A few frogs hop along the marshy edges of the river. It's it's pretty. You pass over the bridge, and immediately to your left are a collection of houses that are in a level of disrepair which vastly exceeds that of the other buildings in this place. These buildings don't look like they came apart due to the plague. These buildings look like they were destroyed actively. And she gestures over to her left, and she says, Marcus was a scholar sent over here to, among other things, act as a requisitionary envoy for the Empire at large, manage our stock of mining equipment and what we produce, and also to learn more about the wildlife around here. He was a real cunt, honestly, from day one. I mean, you always get that from the Imperial types, you know. I mean, this is a career scholar, and he works hard to, I mean, he's a human, you know, what, 70, 80 years? You have to work really hard to make your way up in that time frame. Not everyone has 500. She gives you a knowing look, Xanderhal. Anyway, he was a right cunt. And you know what he was when he first came here? He was not a magic user. And he was just a human, just a regular human. And something caught his interest when he came here, and he did something extraordinary. Are any of you sorcerers by chance?
I shake my head.
Nah.
Not me.
Well, I figured not you, Xanderhal. Sorcerers are, well, they're a unique kind. Wizard, you know, I can see wizard for him. I could see him being a wizard. He was always buried up to his neck in books, you know? But he went hard after coming here. Something happened, and he started getting strong. He got really, really strong. I've never seen it before. He was 72. 72 when he came here. And by 75, he was the strongest magic user in the village. I've never seen that happen. I've never seen that happen so quickly in a person before. Not that old. It never happens. I've never seen anything like it. And he went crazy. He had a wife here, and she cheated on him with someone else. Deserved, mind you. So he killed her.
Man.
And then he killed a lot of other people. And he destroyed these houses, she gestures, killed a great deal many livestock before we were able to eventually kill him. It took every city guardsman, myself, and my brother, and several passerby who were in here at the time. And we killed him. And so tremendous was the legend of his strength and how quickly he had ascended that they did not merely kill him, they banished his spirit after his corpse, beheaded him, and then burnt what was left, truly ridding him of this world. He was a cunt. I don't know how he did what he did. Fuck him. But he was pretty high up before he came here. The amount of paperwork Mayor Nugget had to go through justifying his death to the Empire. He was busy for months. Does that answer your question? That's the legend of Marcus. There's probably books out there, whatever dumb bureaucratic horse shit he did before he came here.
After that, I'll say real quickly, I haven't gone for a fly in a little bit. I think I'll go do that real quick, and I'm going to surveil the area from the air.
Not all of us are so lucky! Give me a perception roll.
Perception? Yeah. I just want to look just in the general area, really, and then at the mines, the entrance, all that.
You
From a
take
distance.
off, the ruined buildings beneath you, fading into the distance, and you are able to see quite a bit. From here, you're able to see pretty much the entire town. Town hall, ruined cathedral. The mines are just up the hill. There's a little worn path that leads up to them. As you move away from the city, the level of dilapidation decreases. The forest begins to come back again, though it is admittedly still rather gray and dim. There's also a farm. It seems to be the town's only farm. It's a livestock farm and stables that's just a little bit west of your position. There are cattle there, horses, cows, goats, sheep. Not many of them. There should be more in a place of that size, but hey, there they are. The mine is rather large, the entrance, and there are tracks leading out to presumably carry out ore. Most interestingly, there is a person standing in front of the mine. It's an elven man, you can see, with your 21 perception roll. Looks an awful lot like Carolyn. And they are standing watch. They have long white hair that goes down nearly to their ass. They're also a magic user. Judging from what you can see, there are acumen dangling at their side.
And then I'll come back to wherever the party has moved along to and relay the information. Actually, I'll tell it quietly to Xanderhal, the dude I saw. Just so he's aware of what's going on.
All
Gotcha.
right, Kazooie. Listen, I don't know if these people are into incest or something, despite it being morally neutral. But I want to get to this girl, so let's try to let's try to stall her for a moment, so I can work my moves on her before we get there.
I want no part in
Xander.
your exploits, Xander.
All right, can
Xander, if you want, I mean, we could always come back in the morning. I have wine. I could give you a bottle.
you would help me pick up this woman?
Could be a fun night.
Okay, Hen, you're my new favorite companion in the group. Let's go then.
I kind of chuckle.
Kazooie, shortly after you land, Caroline looks at you and says, "All right, are we ready to go?"
Aye.
All right. She continues walking towards the mine. It's not far off from there. She begins to take the trail leading up, and after passing by a little clearing, you can see now the edge of the mine poking out from above the cliffside. It's sort of buried into. Kazooie, you've seen where it is. The rest of the party does not have your gifts. Carolyn looks and gives it a peek before turning back to the rest of you and saying, "Yep. Okay, my brother's there. All right, let me think. I didn't actually think how I was going to get all of you in. Hold on. Wait, let me think. There are no other entrances to the mine. We can't fight, and I also don't want to kill my brother. That's not great.
Wait, I'm gonna quickly, I guess, try to talk to the party while she's looking around and say, "Wait, do we want to go in today? If we die today.
I'm not too interested in dying, to be honest with you, but
I think we should spend some more time in town before going into the mines. The mayor's probably as good as dead. But I'll do what you guys do."
I'm not so sure that the mayor would be dead. It seems like, according to Carolyn, the mayor has gone down there more than once.
So he has to come out, no?
I would think so, but I would like to point out it seems that in this town, death isn't the end of things. Some people can come back.
For some, yes.
I ain't risking it.
Well,
I'm not
I
sure
don't-
who else we could talk to in town. I mean, we could go door to door, but at this point, I think this might be our best bet.
If the mayor can come up I would like to see him come up.
Is all of this meant to be said without her hearing?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't mind.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
we're just
I
whispering at
just
each
was
other.
talking to the party and not her.
All right. Hey, hey, guys.
Mhm.
I had an idea. Okay, so I've thought about it, and I've decided that every way of getting down there is really stupid. See, I thought we could take a mine cart and put a tarp over it, with all of you in there. But then I realized, of course, detect magic. We've got some of you use magic, and then I remembered the mines are closed. There's literally no reason why anyone would need to do that. It's stupid. There's no way to get down there. But I might be able to bring the mayor up here without lying.
I believe that would probably be the best choice. We could set up camp right
I was about
outside.
to ask.
Aye, that would be preferable if you could. I would rather not die.
Oh,
Second.
Not today.
well, not all of us have the choice, Xanderhal. Here. Okay, here's what we're going to do, all right? What if the 5 of you return to Town Hall, get yourselves comfy. I'll bring the mayor back there, okay? I'll bring them back. Real nice. Won't even have to lie to him, by the way. All I have to do is say 5 dipshits broke into the Town Hall. Easy stuff, okay?
I mean, why even mention that we broke into the town hall?
It'll make him come faster.
When the mayor heard that the 5 of you arrived in town, he seemed less than keen on meeting you. So maybe the exacerbatory element of you committing a break-in will, get his attention.
Before you go, lass, may I offer you a date later? Perhaps.
What
we can
is it
drink
with this
wine.
guy? Is he
I'm sorry
always
about
like
him.
this?
We're not exactly sure.
Literally all the time. It's very, very, very tiring.
I
agree.
mean,
Do you not know of Drow, Caroline?
what is it? What I might have never met a drow before. I don't think they're all fucking sex fiends.
That's very woke of you.
Let me think. Let me consider my options here. Yeah,
I pull out a wine bottle and I wink.
yeah. You know what? Honestly, fuck it. Whatever.
Poggers! Hell yeah. We do.
We're getting laid tonight, boys.
We're doing it, boys.
Everyone
You know,
else's
the fact
town
that
is
she's-
dying. Might as well. No harm.
Hell, that's what I've been saying.
Hmm.
Aye, lass. It'll be a fun date.
Tell you what. We'll make it a game too.
Pog?
I'll fuck you, but
Oh?
you need to make it back from the mines first.
No.
See,
Looks like you're dying a virgin, and
because I do want. See, I do want Xanderhal. I do want a bone, but I also want to live. It's an incentive structure, just like my
She's
mom used
just
to do with my
bones.
dad.
Aye.
What?
You'd be
What?
making. Wait. I'm gonna ignore that last part, but I agree with your logic here. However, our goal is to save you either way.
Yeah, well, pardon me for not having the greatest of faith in unconstricted, uncontracted adventurers who walk out of the town hall with golden candelabras after finding a spare set of keys. My apologies for not having the greatest of faith in you in keeping to task. But hey, you know what? I was good. Listen, before the plague set in, after the plague set in, doesn't matter. I'm good pussy, okay? But you need to work for it, all right? Save this fucking town.
All right. Well,
Xander's rock hard. Holy.
I know
Xander
what-
immediately runs into the mine.
Why?
I actually do that. Screaming all women are queens.
Do you actually do that?
I feel like
There you go.
Would anybody come with me?
No.
I will not.
No.
Okay, I don't do that then.
Pretty sure her brother would have
Alas.
something to say to you too.
Alas.
That's true. Her brother would probably stop me.
And I told you about him, so you know that. That's not
Aye,
right.
lass. I tell you what, I can't run into the mines now because, from what I understand, I'll die instantly. And, well, dead dick ain't exactly great dick, even if I'm a drow. However, we will save this town. And when I do, you'll give me that date?
Yeah. Now let's get one step closer to that date. Go the fuck back to town hall. Don't steal anything. Also, put the candelabra back. I'm going to go talk to the mayor, okay?
Oh. Caroline, what's in the safe, if I could know?
Oh, you mean that safe that you were definitely trying to break into when I got there?
I nod.
You know, most of it is administrative stuff. Ledgers and the like. But yeah, there's money in there. You're never going to get it out either.
Oh, money? Oh, okay.
Yuck.
Never mind.
Oh, I mean, not just money. Hey, what is it you're interested in? That's everything the mayor ever loved, you know?
Things that are more interesting. Artifacts,
Erwin.
drugs.
Hmm.
I'd be interested in anything that helps me respect.
Ah. Then you'd be interested in a whole lot, because I can't imagine you can get much worse than where you are now.
You'd probably be interested in a muzzle then, Xander.
Ooh.
I'm into some weird shit, but I don't know about that.
And are you of the opinion that mayors typically keep ancient magical artifacts locked in the in their requisitionary lockboxes?
Maybe you haven't met the mayors that I have.
Well, I envy your life of adventure. Now, please, quit with the fucking banter. Go on back. Steal nothing. Go.
Yes, my queen.
Does she expect us to be inside the town hall, I assume?
Yeah, because she's telling them that someone broke in and he should run back, basically.
Is there any way I want to perch myself on top, but I also want to be able to enter the building when they arrive.
You
That
can
would
probably
be
get in
awkward as
through a
fuck.
window. We can open a window.
The
for
window you got out from would still be open after all. It's not like you could close it while like flapping around.
All right, chill. I'll be up on top of the roof then, waiting until I see him, and then I'll see
Okay.
what's up from there.
As you guys begin to descend back down the mountain trail, for a moment there's nothing but silence and the crunch of gravel underneath your boots. And then shortly hereafter, you hear Carolyn begin to speak, presumably to her brother. And you hear it off in the distance. Hey, bro! Hey! Yeah, no, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it was the adventurers. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck the mayor is doing, but they can't. Is this hiding? We need to talk to him. Can you get him out? Can I get him out? What can we do? So on and so forth, trailing off into the distance, into silence, as you continue to move away. You go
Does
back.
she have a big ass?
No, I'm afraid she's rather skinny.
Roll for thickness.
Dude, they're all starving to death.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know. You never know.
Maybe she's got the waist at least, like the hips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, having
The bone
huge
structure.
hips and no ass meat might actually be worse, right? Because then you have like the frame, but it's just like half full bags of pudding.
I'll leave that up to Xander.
You're ruining my mental image of this character. Okay?
No,
And it's
but she's not
She's
that.
literally
She's just
plague-stricken.
skinny.
You gotta fuck it.
Yeah, true. You know what? I literally don't care that she's like gray and covered in like. In
This is
rot
how
and
this
stuff
is
down.
how the plague spreads.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Apparently.
Confirmed. Anyway, you guys head back to town hall. And it's some time passes. Actually, a good deal of time.
Wait, can I interject to say that on the way back, I am literally skipping.
Absolutely. Just do it up. Just let it
How old
happen.
is Xanderhal? Somebody
Someone roll
asked.
to trip him, please.
I am at least 500 years old.
Okay, so you're not a
Well, actually-
super young elf.
No, that would be like an older elf.
Actually, how old would the equivalent of 20 be for like a drow?
You would be like 80 or 90.
Okay, I'm like 80 or 90 years old.
No, I thought you hit 70 is like teenager.
You're 100
It's
clean.
like 100.
I'm
You
Okay.
hit
100
like
years old.
100.
I'm 100.
100
I'm
Basically
100.
20 human years old.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
Yeah.
There
100.
you go.
Time passes. It's now about 8 p.m. The day is closed for the most part. You're actually probably in the comfiest place in the entire town. I mean, there are no beds here, but there are big sofas. When the torches and sconces are lit, which you can do quite easily, the lighting in here is actually rather pleasant and homey, you know, and cozy. It doesn't have this looming, grotesque, monstrous feeling that many of the other buildings have in their interiors. The long shadows, you know, the dark red sort of stained floors. No, this place is actually rather nice. As you take your accommodations here and relax, it's about 2, maybe 3 hours before, well, they arrive. You hear footsteps outside.
Wait, before they arrive, I should be able to see them.
That's true, because you're up top.
Yeah.
Kazooie, you actually get first peek here, and they have no reason to be looking to the fucking roof. You see them. There are actually 4 people heading together to the town hall. At the front is, well, we'll get to the front. In the middle is what must be the mayor. You actually roll a history for me. I think that would be good.
Oh God.
Just Conure.
Just Conure. I think that'll do. You know the name of the mayor of this town is Gold Nugget. And there is only one race of people, one culture that has names like that. So when you see the Kenku in the center of the crowd, a large black bird, large beaked with gray cracks running along it, wearing exorbitantly fine clothing, an Elizabethan collar poofing up its frills like a plumage, and heavy robes and jewelry dangling from the extremities. You're seeing the mayor. Behind the mayor are the 2 bodyguards. You already know Carolyn and her brother. Carolyn looks rather peeved. Her brother looks more so. And the person in the front is a tiefling. The person in the front is a tiefling man, and they are unbelievably large. They are enormous. They're huge and fat. Their jaw is wider than their cranium, than the peak of their skull. Their muscles, fat or otherwise, they are unbelievably large, are absolutely rippling past, tearing through the oversized underalls that they're wearing beneath heavy plate armor. They have a 2-handed axe in their back, which looks like it could fell a tree in one swipe. Kazooie, you actually feel the footsteps of this thing moving. It's like this thing is unnaturally large, this tiefling. Its horns, too, are huge. They go out directly in both sides before curving up like a traditional steer's horn. But these things are significantly larger than any tiefling's horns have any right to be. Anyway, they're moving.
I turn to
through
Lexi and I give her
You
a
don't see
wink.
any of this.
Yeah, this is all for Kazooie.
Okay.
And then the one in front pushes open the door with like a fingertip, and everyone
before
else
they-
sees it too. Yes?
Before they would have gotten in, I would have given myself enough time to enter back in, leave the window open that I left in, and then,
Gotcha, yeah, like dart back in
be with the
quickly.
party.
You're
Yeah.
able to return and go...
relay the information if I can.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. The info. So you guys are prepared as they open the door. Though the rumbling outside of those footsteps is also a fair return warning to this thing's arrival. It steps in and then steps to the side, crosses its arms, and leans against one of the walls. It is silent. The 2 bodyguards behind the mayor fan out and take opposite positions in the corners of the room. Both of them are eyeing the 5 of you with suspicious intent. Both of them have their hands raised, one of them on their focus, their magical focus, ready for spell casting. And the mayor steps forward into the center of the room and says, not used to arriving to find my guests waiting for me in my own home. Now, what can I do for the 5 of you.
Hello, Mayor. We have a few questions for you.
I have a few questions for you as well. Look, he holds his feathered hand out towards all of you. Beneath the jewelry, of which there is quite a bit, and good jewelry too, there is also a deep gray undercurrent that's tarring the otherwise pristine black feathers, his lustrous coat. He says, I have one question before we get started. Do you think you can help us with this, or are you just blowing smoke up our asses?
We believe we can help. That's why we're here. We wouldn't have gone out of our way if we thought this was a waste of time.
All right.
We may need your help, sir, to learn about what lies in the mines.
Well, I know everything about this town that's transpired since 1736 BE. I think if there's anyone you have questions for, I would be a fair candidate. Now, what exactly do you need to know? If you have no questions, he smiles, then maybe you should leave and stop wasting my time.
Well, sir, what is in the mines?
What makes you think there's anything in the mines?
Many things that have transpired.
Why were you there?
Since we entered this town.
He begins to pace, and he holds out his cane, which he's been walking on. Maybe I just enjoy the atmosphere. Maybe that.
Is that why you leave bodyguards outside?
I need bodyguards, even when I'm enjoying my time on my own. Do I not? I am an important and very wealthy man, after all.
Which one of these? Yeah.
So I ask him. May I ask? Do you know about? Sorry. Do you know anything about a large mechanical man that lived under one of these houses?
Which one? Of course I know about the large mechanical men. Everyone knows about the large mechanical men. No. What? Don't tell me you tried to fight one of them.
Aye, and we won.
Although we did lose a dwarf in the process.
Aye, there was nothing we could do and we were uninvolved, but we tried our best to save
are
him.
telling this shady ass fucking Kenku. Y'all sure are.
Dwarf? That must be Athelius. Beneath this place, then? That must have been Sam. You put him to rest then, did you? That's good. We all remember when Sam died. Oh, so sad. What a tragedy. Old Sam. What do you want to know about them?
What does this mean to you? And then I show them the badge.
His eyes actually widen a little bit. What a strange little crest you've procured.
I want to do insight on whatever he says.
Sure. What a strange little crest you've procured there. Do you like it? Did you make it yourself?
Yes and no.
I've seen something like
what's
that
Hyena's
before.
Insight check?
I was gonna wait until he was like done.
I can give
saying
you
what he knew
a
about it.
broad feeling, because insight checks are usually like broad feeling or specific claim. Obviously everything he's saying is shady. Nothing he's saying yet has felt, to your knowledge, like a lie.
Well, yeah. That's why I want to wait until he tells us what he knows about it, and
Right.
then I want to know.
I have a few of those. I've seen a few of those. Of course. Who hasn't in this day and age? What do you want to do with it then? Is it pretty? Do you put it on your armor? Is it the bow? What do you want?
No, Mayor, but we can use them to create tools.
I fucking jab Xander in the side and say, really, we don't know this man.
Is it a bow? Is that what you ask?
Fashion it into a little bow for your hair.
I to not give it too much away, I just say, they can help us save your town.
You know, this arrangement has been very detrimental to the town. This plague and such, and it is, I think, prudent it be brought to an end. But I think it prudent as well it be brought to an end in a agreeable manner, and not in any old manner we could conceive. No, I think this should be done carefully and with great consideration. There's no need to rush, of course. I think that the 5 of you would be best suited to checking in on the orphanage. I think there's perhaps young ones there with more knowledge on this subject than I.
Why would orphans know more
What?
about this than you?
From the mouth of babes.
And I just kind of like step back a little, like kind of weirded out by him. I look over to you guys.
Yeah, I feel like it's just weird vibes. Like,
Yeah, this guy's failing his vibe check.
other than children, Mayor, do you have any other places for us to look?
Any other places? Oh no. It's really quite sad. Every most every effort has been expended prior to your arrival. It feels almost as though there's nothing left to do but rot. But no. Maybe the children. Who knows? Children know many things. Many things I don't know.
Hog.
What?
So, one last time I ask, what is in the mines, and what allows you to come and go safely?
Why wouldn't I be able to go safely in my own mines?
Well, what is in there?
Well,
Gold, diamonds.
we got that stuff out a while
Beings.
ago. Rock, darkness, rats, a few other things. You can go and look. I don't know if you'll like it.
Well, then why are you spending so much time with the rocks and the rats if you have this manor to live in? It's quite nice.
Because I made a deal. And only I get to go in the mines. And that's just how it is.
A deal with who?
Oh. Oh no. A deal with the town? Maybe. A deal with gods? Who knows? I don't
I give a quick glance back to the party.
If it goes, it goes. You can look if you want. I don't know if you'll like what you'll find, but you can try.
How did you make the deal?
How
was the deal made?
If you have something to do with the town, you make the deal with the mayor, don't you? That's the deal.
You made the deal with yourself?
If you have something to do with the town, you make a deal with the mayor. And I'm the mayor. I'm Mayor Nugget.
Okay, I whisper to Hen, he might be high.
Well, I think he's feeble, but both maybe.
I think this guy's got more morphine in his veins than. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
What was it? What was it that the
Then I'm going
informant?
to tonight.
What did you say, Exilia?
What was it that the informant said that the bodyguards had? I can't remember.
That the bodyguards had. Could you be more specific? I'll try to jog your memory.
Yeah.
The informant said the bodyguards were holding something.
Bodyguards are holding something. I think he said the mayor was holding something. Did he say something about the bodyguards?
I don't remember.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'll try one last thing before giving up talking to this man. I'll meet his eyes and say, "Are there bones? Are you trying to salvage the bones?"
I'm not trying to salvage any bones. I'm doing the opposite. I've given them away for free.
Well, thank you for your time, sir.
The pleasure is
Enjoy the
entirely mine.
rats.
Oh, they're my favorite snack. Now, I must ask, all of you leave this place post haste, and if I see you going down into the mines, if you survive and come back, then I will kill you.
How did the bodyguards look during this?
That's an excellent question. You can roll insight if you'd like to know.
I'm gonna do the cantrip and do it. Oh, well, I don't need to, actually.
It's a pretty good roll. Yeah, I'll give you the walkabout. The large tiefling utterly it has not moved since coming in here. Period. The Carolyn, the sister, looks horrified at the behavior of the mayor, and has since dropped her readiness stance to cast magic, and has one hand over an open mouth, and the other hand over, just like hovering over her focus. The brother looks incredibly uneasy, and there's sweat beading on his forehead. They're both looking at the mayor, not at the five of you.
Okay. Makes sense. All right.
I'm quite weirded out.
No. Come along now. It's such a shame you can't see this town as it once was. It used to be quite pretty, you know, with pretty dames and strong lads and lots of gold. Anyway.
Well, I happen to see quite the pretty dame myself in front of me, and I look over at Carolyn.
Fuck. Are you mocking me, Xanderhal?
No, I was talking about your bodyguard.
The bodyguard is in my employ.
Uh-huh. I hear that. Is that a problem?
Orthus! The tiefling moves.
No.
Can
Oh,
we
no.
leave and like just leave Xanderhal like to deal with this? Like,
Listen, I'm
He
6'4",
did this.
fully fucking tatted, 256 pounds.
so you can
5%
deal
body
with
fat.
them. Yeah, you
Yeah,
did
okay,
great.
yeah.
The tiefling moves
This
with
guy's
every
like 7'12".
with every
712.
with every footstep. You all actually feel the floor sink in slightly towards him. He steps behind you, Xanderhal,
Sir, there's...
and puts a hand on your shoulder.
Sorry, what did you say?
He steps behind you, Xanderhal, and puts a hand on your shoulder.
I'm going to
Okay.
cast Suggestion on him. I'm going to cast
Hold
Suggestion
on, well,
on him.
hold on. Before you do that, the mayor says, no offense intended. I understand, Xanderhal. Hospitality is one of the many talents of a mayor. It's important. Of course, it's important we not intrude on each other's sensibilities in the future. So I think it prudent authors show you how we regard manners in Mordil. It'll be a quick lesson, I promise you. As to the rest of you, I'm growing quite tired of this conversation. If all of you could kindly go back to the inn or find lodgings at an appropriate venue, I'm sure you'll make it through the night.
Wait, so am I staying behind, or are we all going?
Because of the
Well, no, we
implication,
would-
Xanderhal.
Because of the implication, I'm staying.
There is a heavy hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
The other two, the brother and the sister, move forward and with wide eyes begin to like try to shuffle the rest of you.
No, I'm staying with Xander.
Okay.
Kazooie,
I'll stay too.
Dude, I'll fight
I
this
just
fucking
like to
guy.
point
I don't
out
care.
all I did.
are we getting shuffled? Are we staying?
All I'd like to point out is all I did was say that Caroline was pretty.
Carolyn looks at you, Xanderhal, with wide eyes, and then at you, Hen, and she whispers very quietly, "Don't. Please don't."
I say, we're staying at the inn tonight. And I wink and I turn around to face the tiefling.
If everybody's staying, I'll be as close to the stairs as possible that lead to the second story.
Gotcha. The mayor turns back towards the five of you, having begun to head towards the back quarters of the town hall, assuming you would listen to him, and says, Oh no. This is very rude of you, you know. Are you doing this?
I just would like to see what is going to be done to my friend.
If you let us all leave, then we won't have any problems.
I don't know what's going to happen. I do not know you, sir. And as much as I respect the town, and I respect this large man over here, and I gesture towards the tiefling, I have been traveling with this drow for a while, and I do not want to see him killed before he is made useful.
I
I understand. Oh, something I haven't seen in so long since I came here. Selflessness. Plagues have a funny way of making people into monsters. You'd think, of course, that in our last moments, people would stick together, but in actuality, people don't. Everyone's going to die anyway. Babies left in cribs. Parents leaving children. Food stolen from friends. It's so nice to see the alternative. Orthus. 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 The tiefling lifts its enormous hand from your shoulder. Orthus. It's only fair we not get worked up about this. We will teach all of them proper manners. Please, bar the door.
Oh.
Kazooie, are you
I
still
would've-
on the first floor, or are you up the stairs?
Well, I'm in a position on the stairs that I'm still on the first floor, but I could very easily, I would assume, unless something happens to me, make it up to the second story.
Gotcha. The mayor interjects. Oh, Orthus! Orthus! The stairs, too.
Nice.
Please. And Orthus walks over to the staircase that you are closest to. Kazooie, not even walking towards you, just walks like a little bit past you towards the side of that staircase. And
Well, I would have been on the stairs.
So you would be on, been on? Okay.
Like on like the first or second stair.
Okay. What do you
That's
do
where
when his arm
expect to
raises
be
up?
sitting there.
Where's your movement?
Well, if I saw him coming at me,
Quick. What's the
the
movement?
door is barred, right?
Not yet. He hasn't barred it yet.
Okay.
Quick.
Sure. I'll just fucking. Well, I see him. I'll like slowly against the wall, just hang out with the rest of the fucking party, I guess.
Gotcha.
I don't know what good I could be if I left.
As you step down from the stairs to sort of rejoin the party,
I'll try to be as respectful as possible, of course, of the mountain of a man in front of me.
he actually bows his head towards you slightly as he walks by you. And
Mind
as
you,
he,
I've said nothing this entire time, and I've been totally respectful to everyone here.
yeah, he gives you a curt head bow, yeah, like an actual respectful
Excellent.
one with the dipped eyes and everything. And then he reaches out with one of his arms, a huge arm, easily larger than that, like almost the size of Xanderhal's torso. Like this thing is unbelievably large, and
Hot.
just sort of swipes out and destroys the staircase. The arm
Oh, shit.
blasts through boards of wood, heavy cut steel banister, and just blocks it off, just knocks the entire thing down. And then he walks over slowly to the other side and does the same thing to the other staircase. And then he walks back to the foyer, to the door, and with one hand grabs one of the enormous bookcases that sort of adjoins the side of the entrance to the foyer, and with his pinched fingers drags it across, the wood so heavy it scrapes up floorboards and sends splinters of wood into the air in front of the door. And then he turns back
I
around.
still want to cast suggestion, just by the way. I'm still
you-
waiting on you to give me a chance.
Oh, you could. I was only saying let him talk that one time. You could have done it at
Oh,
any
I
point.
wasn't sure when you wanted me to. I'm casting suggestion on him.
You're free to. The saving throw is spell save DC 11, correct?
12.
12. I have terrible news, my friend.
Yeah,
He doesn't need to roll.
I figured. That's okay. It didn't use a spell slot, so.
He pulls out his two-handed axe, and he.
Wait, did someone just leave?
No. No.
Oh no, Lexi!
No.
No!
No. Dramatic.
Eh,
No!
No.
Died. No.
No.
Down goes one.
Rip.
She's actually offline.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
her internet must have gone out. Or her computer might have yeeted.
No.
What
She
do you think
was
she
that
got?
scared.
Think she got packet bombed or something?
Oh, he
reason
killed
I-
You
Exilio
should
without
really
even needing to
rephrase.
try.
Okay, she's back online at least.
All right.
Okay, so she's not being DDoSed.
Bouncy Boy, I cast it on the tiefling.
I'll add her as soon as she's back in. Then we'll didgeridoo it. Didgeridoo it. Holy shit! I just noticed, White Nervosa, your cam is so blurry.
Well, it's because it just fucked up.
No, it's been blurry the whole time.
Yeah, I do
This
it
is a
when
computer
like
blue screen,
I
by the
just
way.
don't want to like get ready for stream. I make the DSLR blurry, and like you don't really notice when it's all small, and it gives me a confidence. Shut the fuck up, dude.
We all think you're pretty at every resolution and level
You're a
of focus.
liar.
I'm a liar.
Yeah,
All right.
Lexi said she'll be back in like a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's shooting up.
How the fuck her computer blue screen? What the fuck?
I don't want to metagame here, but I don't want to
Says
ruin
the
my
man in
chances.
the eyesights of a mountain.
I don't want to ruin my chances with this elf girl, and I think killing this dude would be bad. But maybe if we can just beat him up.
Perhaps dying would be bad too, and killing your entire party because your dick is hard.
Hey,
it wasn't-
he didn't kill the entire party. You guys could have left. I said I'll stay with him. You didn't need to be here.
Why would we leave two people alone to see whatever happens?
I didn't prepare for
Because
this.
people have other priorities in mind.
I didn't prepare
Well, yeah,
for
I
this
would have
encounter, and
left.
personally, I'm delighted. All it took was Pig Puncher's boner, and now we get another fucking boss fight.
Oh
I'm pretty sure.
man.
Wait, so
I was
w-
getting ready to get shuffled out too.
So,
You could have
I was ready
left.
to leave as
To be
well.
fair.
so does Dr. Hen's God have some sort of like intent for me, or some sort of use for me?
No, Hen just likes you. You remind her of her friend.
Okay, I was about to say maybe have some sort of divine destiny. that I have not
Maybe. Do you
fulfilled.
have regrets?
I regret I
Lexi
haven't
was gone
respected
briefly. I'm gonna use the
everyone
restroom.
ever.
We were
Be like,
2
"Okay."
minutes from ending.
Yeah, I know.
We ended on a cliffhanger of us being trapped in this mansion with a giant fucking tiefling that could literally crush us.
Yeah, you gotta end every
But you
session on a
could-
cliffhanger.
Well, could we end like before the fight?
Yes.
Oh, I want to fight him.
Oh no!
yeah,
oh
maybe-
no! We need to.
This is gonna be like a fucking raid and WoW. Like this is gonna be insane. From the build up there, but it'd be interesting to if we leave it off here and we have like a cliffhanger. This would probably be the best one we could do.
Oh, I love how. Okay, so
I need a
fucking
haircut.
Conure, instead of typing "I'm pissing," types "I'm pissed."
Well, he typed "I'm pissed" before he was pissing, so I think he's pissed.
A coincidence?
Oh.
I think not.
He's upset and needs to use the restroom.
God, just imagine
Yeah,
just imagine all that pee coming out of Conure. Wild.
Shut up.
God. The fuck?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
Can you
right
hear
on
me?
time.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, welcome.
I like our fucked up cams. Can we
Yeah,
keep it
they-
like this?
I'll,
It's just my
I'll
hair.
consider it.
It
I'll consider it. Yeah,
Guys, I love it.
I'm so sorry.
no
No,
worries.
it's okay.
Just
It's not your fault.
yeah, just rejoin
You should
the
have prevented your computer from blue screen.
Yeah, what the fuck?
yeah. Have some fucking yellow paint on hand. Be red. Wait, yellow is the opposite of purple. What's the opposite of blue? Red.
Red?
Red.
No.
No, red and green are
Wait, no,
opposites.
that wouldn't be the opposite.
What's the opposite of blue?
Orange?
Orange.
Orange.
Orange. Orange.
Wait, orange is the opposite of blue? Wait,
Yeah,
hold on
they're
a second. Is there some-
Complementary colors.
Is this some art shit I don't know anything about?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Probably.
I'm a druid now. I miss honey, so I'm fine with that.
All right. Now we
gotta
will
reshuffle the cameras.
with and now
yeah, fuck Lexi.
wait a second. Hold on.
Damn.
Wait. Your
Hey, me and
your
Co-
camera's just gray.
Connie,
Sorry,
you're the
I'm
horrible
I'm
one
opening
now.
up OBS to get it going.
Okay, don't worry. There we
Oh,
go.
God, why
Nice.
am I so bright? Fuck
And
this.
people are in the wrong slots, but that's okay. Listen, 4 people in the
Oh,
wrong
Lexi,
slots.
we can see you now.
No,
That's not
no,
okay.
no.
I'm pissed.
no cam shuffling. Yeah. Fucking oof, the big Kazooie and Xanderhal slot. Oof, you hate to see it. All right, allow me to conclude. he crosses his arms in front of the bookshelf that he just... What did I say? Orthus? What did I give his name?
Orthus.
I
Orthus,
hate
yeah.
you.
I don't
Also,
wanna check...
this is too close to Orcus, so fuck you.
No,
we're
Orcus is a
killing it.
canon god name, not a made-up
He's
name.
also an NPC in our campaign, so fuck you.
Orcus is an NPC in every campaign. He's the Prince of the Undead in
I don't
every
care.
D&D... Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Orthus crosses his arms at the five of you before reaching behind his back and pulling out the two-handed axe. And then he swings it down and buries it in the ground. And he looks at you and he says, "You teach manners with your hands." And takes a step forward. The two bodyguards, the brother and sister, are basically like eyeballs popping out of their skulls, tear anxious right now. They both look at each other, and then at Orthus, and then at the five of you. The mayor steps back behind the five of you, just tic-tacking along with his cane before leaning on one of the banisters in the back end of the hallway, facing the entirety of the foyer. And then the man, the mountain of a man, easily at good guess, minimum 800 pounds, says, "All right, you ready to do this?"
I step forward and I open my arms.
For a hug?
No, just like a
Come get me,
like,
fucker.
here I am.
Like hug. I saw you saying earlier you wanted to fuck him, so it tracks.
I crack my knuckles and I crack my neck. I'm ready to go.
It's more meant of a like, okay, I'll deal with whatever. You know?
Okay, yeah. I just clarify. Like, open arms could mean like hug, or it could mean like a yeah, let's go. All right. He takes a step forward, and then he says, "And at the beginning of the next session, you'll be asked to roll initiative." And that is where we're going to end it. He doesn't actually say that.
All right.
Good
Just so
going.
we're aware, I will have been against the wall, just hanging out, wholly uninterested in everything that's going on.
Fair and reasonable. Pig Puncher, congratulations. Your fucking dick has made me have to write a new character stat sheet. So guys,
Awesome. That's probably the
Wow.
best thing my dick's ever
It's
done.
always the rogues. It's
True.
always the rogues.
it's
getting
always
into
the
extra
fucking
fights.
rogues.
always
It's the
the
rogues in
fucking
World of
rogues.
Warcraft.
Guys.
It's the yeah.
Guys, I'm playing my character.
I know. It's
Wait, yeah,
always the
that's good.
rogues. It's always the rogues.
I know.
I thought your character respected women. You didn't.
Yeah,
want
He's
to
also
fuck
the
every-
bard. It's always the rogues. It's always the bard.
Well, he respects women, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want to also fuck them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Respects them with
okay.
the dick.
And he
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
canonically a virgin. He's trying to lose his virginity, and
There's
ideally-
no way he's
You're
a
a virgin
as
at
a drow.
100
I'm
years
sorry.
old?
I know.
Like a dick
Talk
virgin or
about
like a pussy
self-inserting.
virgin?
Holy shit.
Wait, no, because I
Ooh.
can't. Wow.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
They're actually gonna say that.
Wait, can you
Okay,
canonically have not busted in that time? So when you do, it comes out like all dark gray and like
Shut up.
moldy.
all crusty. And it's like it's like when
Just
in
a
the
puff
winter.
of dust.
No. It's like in the winter when you leave a hose, it's half full on, and it freezes all the ice inside the hose, and when you
Yeah.
turn the hose on, it
Or-
like, shoots out.
Alright,
bits
so
of
that was a
ice.
fun session.
Or when you use a glue gun, but the heat isn't on, so you just push the rod
yeah,
through.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get out the plug.
It's gonna come out like tree sap.
Bard, you have to help me. I cannot even piss anymore. There's so much dried cum in my urethra.
I've learned more about Pig Puncher than I cared to.
Come on, listen, we're friends. You should already have assumed all this. No, but
What?
No, my character is a virgin.
What
no,
should
I'm
I have
going to stick
assumed
with that.
about you?
You don't already assume these things about everyone that you meet.
No.
I mean, what? Don't you watch my content?
No, I've got it now.
Yeah.
It's like those satisfying gifs where they're trying to clean out pipes that are full of runoff water and dirt.
Yup.
So they pump water through, and at first it's just giant clogs of like dirt and shit coming through, and then finally the water busts through clean. That's what it's going to be like.
We almost made it through a stream without the piss shit and cum meme, but you managed. You managed. You managed. I'm proud of you.
Nervosa, I was holding on to it the whole time too. I was waiting.
All right. Listen up, my beautiful friends. I had a phenomenal time this session. Thank you so much for joining me on it. Next week, we try valiantly not to die.
I've been pretty bad at that so
not
far.
like our chances. I do not like. Actually, we killed a giant fucking robot. This thing is made of flesh. How easy are demons?
We didn't kill the robot. A man sacrificed his life to kill the robot because we failed to do
but
it.
to be fair,
Conure, I have no idea what you're
Xanderhal
talking about. We tried to
is,
save
in
it.
fact,
There's nothing we can do.
fully tatted and ripped. So
Yeah, yeah.
True. That's true.
I am
True.
literally 6'4", fully fucking tatted. I am. It's true. And my respect for women could shatter planets.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much. I had a really great time this session. I woke up today kind of feeling crap. This cheered me up a lot. Thank you for that.
yeah, me too. This is a lot of fun.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm gonna cut Discord and transition into playing the Outer Worlds.
Hell
You're
yeah.
awesome, buddy.
Bye,
Good night,
everybody.
stream. Have a good night.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Be safe.